All right, hello, SpeedGaming. We're still getting a little bit set up here. Team Zaristar, I believe, is still trying to get everything set up and ready, still get everything working. But we're going to be ready to start in just a little bit.
Indeed, folks. Yes, welcome to our next match in the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Cross Game Cup. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. So, HECC and Zaristar have a lot. Team HECC and Team Zaristar have a lot on the line here. They are playing for a spot in the brackets.
Yeah, they're right on the boundary, so they're actually tied for just below top 8. So whoever wins is going to make it in, and whoever loses is not. Whichever team wins, I believe, will be taking the place of Team Chillin' with Kevin. Unfortunately for them, but it's definitely going to make for a very tense match. We're playing pretty standard. Cross-game models and a beam ammo is going to be unified. But besides that, there's no changes of note to our settings.
Indeed, yeah, nothing overly complex. Is there anything in particular you're hoping to see today, as looks like we're just about to kick things off?
Okay, Dark Alpha Splinter Screw Attack.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, NSJ Screw Attack is certainly interesting from a logic perspective because it is considered a way up mining plaza.
Oh, is it really?
In beginner movement, yes.
That's not too surprising, I suppose. The ledges there aren't too hard to navigate.
Yeah, it's not pleasant though. Alright, and it looks like we get an artifact in the Great Temple as to start. So already one less artifact our Prime players have to worry about. I hear them everywhere. They're coming. Can't sleep ever. They'll eat me. Eat!
Yeah, those Dark Splinters are no joke.
you were saying Screw Attack.
GFMC Trooper log.
You were saying Screw Attack, and there it was in SJF, so... Screw Attack.
Sorry, it's on Alcove. Yeah, that's not. I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, not even at the splinters yet. But we also saw that it was Prime bombs under the ship, so Morph Ball already coming into play for our Prime runners. That'll unlock their bombs right away.
That does mean we won't have a late bomb seed. Probably.
Well, for Prime. Who knows how bad it can get for Echoes. We had an even weekly seed last year, and I want to say the fall. It was either the fall or the summer where we had bombs in aerial training site.
Really? Oh my goodness. That sounds terrible.
And the even weeklies are the vanilla, landing site / Great Temple starts. So, nope. Well, there's Prime's main power bombs in the half pipe. I didn't see what was in Main Plaza's. Was that a beam combo in Grapple Ledge?
I'm not sure.
I think that was a missile tank at Vault Ledge too. I don't know. This might be a pretty interesting Main Plaza here. We're gonna have to see what happens when our Prime runners get Space Jump.
Yeah, sometimes in Prime the items can get really close together because checks are so fast and so spatially dense. We can tend to get a lot of items very, very quickly.
Wow, so Dark Alpha Splinter had an artifact, and there's a third artifact located in Ruin Nursery, so already there are 3 artifacts detected, and I didn't see what was in Transport B access.
Neither did I, but I don't think it was anything important if we didn't... Actually, we don't have Space Jump. We can't get it.
Yeah. So missiles were not on Hive Mecha. In fact, there was nothing of importance on... no major items on Hive Mecha by the looks of it. Oh, correction.
Is that a power bomb expansion?
No, it's super missiles, which they can't use because they need a launcher. Oh, correction.
We don't actually need a launcher in this setting. Oh, that's even worse.
LOL.
Okay, this might be actually kind of a slow start for Prime, which I was not expecting.
And again, with Screw Attack, we have a logical way into into mining plazas. So yeah, it's possible our next progression, if it's not here. Actually, I don't know if Screw Attack puts Task Ledge into logic. I don't think it does, but Lucarius is going to try for it anyway.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think this is a bad play because it's not too difficult, but like, what was up on Task anyways? I didn't see.
Well, we're about to find out. All right, a Cursed Lake is a
Plasma Beam. Oh.
Yeah, I can see why Lucarius would want to get that immediately. We also got a
This
hint
is-
that read that a Cursed Lake is a life support related upgrade for Prime.
Uh-oh.
Could be a suit.
Hopefully it's a tank.
And this hint reads, Umos 2 is a missile tank.
That's a relief. But we still got one more quad check before we're out of the woods.
Technically 3, but depending on where super missiles decide to hang out.
We are getting that mining plaza ascent that we were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, and logically it's required because there's a missile tank in the elevator. That is not a logical missile launcher. So logically, the game is totally expecting you to screw attack up Mining Plaza. Have fun!
Oh wait, do I have required launchers on for
They
Prime?
don't have required launchers on. I'm just speaking from a logic perspective.
Well, because Frost has missiles now. They just got sent. Oh wait, no, that was an Echo's.
No, it
expansion,
was an
wasn't
Echo's.
it?
Yeah, it was an Echo's missile tank. I could not see what was in Mining Plaza, and it looks like Lucarius is. Either this is an attempt to get out of bounds via this crate, or yeah, this might be checking Dynamo Chain. No, this is just getting up the thing. Never mind. So Lucarius might actually be deciding to do the GFMC loop now, because it's possible we have Vanilla Missile Launcher, which from a logic perspective would answer some questions, but at the same time, yeah.
I don't know if I like this play. We don't have bombs. We can't do communications area.
Oh, okay.
We don't-
Lucarius went for Storage Cavern B, got Light Beam, which
That
not bad.
actually worked out.
Of course, it's like the worst beam you can get if you don't have Dark World access yet.
Annihilator. I mean, sure, it opens portals, but you don't get any doors. You get no doors. That's the
Alright.
space jump, though, in Portal Access A.
Yeah, and that's definitely our logical progression, because with Space Jump and Screw Attack, we have logical... actually, no, we don't. We technically need missiles, but once we do get Missile Launcher, Command Center would be our next stop. However, I think with this... I think GFMC might have progression at this point, because, yeah, we have no bombs. Light Beam by itself doesn't do anything. Peculiar. It could be that GFMC is just main power bombs, which would give us an explosive, but that still doesn't help us. Oh wait, Space Jump Screw Attack is a logical way back, so actually GFMC could be anything. It
That's
might
true.
be expecting you to go all the way back to GFMC from Portal Access A. Still no good look at Mining Plaza here, and it looks like Asdor is out of missiles.
Yep.
And
That is
yep,
our Mortal in GFMC. Okay, so that is what we were looking for.
Unfortunately, Frost rather now has to go back to landing site to get bombs. So yeah, Logic was expecting you to get Space Jump, then get Screw Attack, then Space Jump, and then come all the way back to GFMC. And logically, Space Jump Screw Attack lets you escape from the door you came in.
Maybe Lucarius is...
Lucarius is going to use Screw Attack to check the item in Transport A access, and then warp to start.
That's not a bad play. There's the save station there, so we can just do that.
Alright, we're seeing Frost take a warp to start here to retrieve those bombs. Now, with Morph Ball and bombs, unfortunately we don't have logically... We can't do Frigate... We could do Frigate Crash Site, but it's not ideal with this equipment. It's also not logic.
Yeah, we don't have space jump, and that makes it a lot harder.
Oh, right. NSJ Screw Attack doesn't work. I forgot. It doesn't actually work on Transport A access.
Does it not?
No, it does not. And also, we can't get to Frigate Crash Site without missiles either.
Oh, that's true. We still don't have the missiles. I'm so used to those being a given.
Yeah, no, this is a weirdly absent missile start for the Prime player. So, now logically the Echoes player is in BK. Because they literally, even with Light Beam, they can't do anything else.
Lucarius does have to go and get their space jump, though. That is something they will have to go and do. So they're not in BK yet, but they're about to be.
Now, You know what threw me off? Astor has base jump already, so I thought Lucarius had it by extension, and I totally whiffed on that. My bad.
Yeah, Lucarius got the Morph Ball and by extension the bombs for Frost first because they chose a different route. Astor themselves only just now got the Morph Ball. Oh, Logan accidentally activates the Hive Totem fight. That's unfortunate.
It's no big deal. Nothing a reset can't fix. And the Prime Missile Launcher was just found in the Ruined Gallery tunnel, and the Echo's launcher in the same room.
That's very reassuring. I don't know.
The Gallery launcher, folks. So that takes the both players out of BK mode. Now, for the Echo's side, there is a lot they can do with bombs, screw attack, and light beam. They can do reverse labs for the most part. Bomb Guardian and Bomb Guardian is in play. And I didn't see what was in Transport A Access, but Astor is definitely going to pick it up this time. And it is Echo's E.
That's good to have. We don't have any yet, so getting that first tank is really quite a boon, especially with no suits.
Oh yeah, suitless, I generally tend to not be comfortable until 4 energy tanks pop up. And yeah, I have no idea what that is in Mining Plaza. I cannot see. Maybe...
Yeah, the resolution on that is just not big enough for me to make it out.
I tried looking on the main Twitch playback too, and I still couldn't tell. And I didn't see what was in Vault, but Frost is interested. Chat's saying it's another artifact. This is getting kind of ridiculous.
That's 4? What? We haven't even been to Temple yet. We don't even have... Why?
Alright, we're gonna see what was on Vault Ledge after that early peak. And it was more missiles. That's what I thought it was.
Logan, meanwhile, is grabbing the Ruined Nursery artifact. There's Life Giver and Ruined Shrine. That's 5! 6! There's another Ruined Shrine artifact! What is going on?
I'm sorry, has the Prime Seed just been deleted from this seed?
I think so. We've got Plasma being 6 artifacts.
Can we potentially
see another conclusion?
Can we potentially see a 20-minute Phazon suit hint?
This is just absurd. Where does it end?
Yeah, I mean, now to be fair, artifacts are just literally just keys for the end game, nothing more. So it's possible that the progression items could just be anywhere else. We have a simultaneous Bomb Guardian fight going on here.
That's true. That's true. Lucarius line gets a respectable 2-cycle, as does Astor.
And it gives...
There's our boost ball!
Alright, so Prime Boost, what does that give us? Right away, that doesn't give us anything immediately. It
is a nice movement item, though.
Yeah, it's great for speed, but... Yeah, I think by itself, unless we get Spider Ball, it doesn't really... the main Plaza have pipe, so it gives the main power bombs.
Okay, so that puts that in logic. And we don't have Space Jump yet, so we are going to need that to get a main PBs. Which is going to be a nice find. We can't do anything much with main PBs. We don't have Grapple, so we can't get it. We can't get the Lava Pool item, or Magma Pool, I should say.
Lucario is getting a nice snipe there on the Pirates in Command Center Access.
That one isn't too difficult. You just have to hit the Phazon tanks. They deal a lot of damage.
And even if you aim the missile at the pirate directly, the explosion hits the canisters.
Boost Ball also gets us this upper item in Ruined Shrine.
Another artifact? No, it's more Echo's missiles.
Interesting. Astor is choosing to leave Aegon.
It looks like he's going to check DMT. Yeah, this is a DMT play.
Before Jump Guardian? I don't know if I agree with this.
Well, we can't get to Jump Guardian, no bombs.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I hadn't considered
Yeah,
that.
at this point for Echoes, there's only two ways here. You can either go into Command Center, or you can go into DMT.
Yeah, I had totally forgot the bomb slot. For some reason, I was thinking, okay, we have Screw Attack. We can skip the puzzle. But no, we can't even start it yet.
Alright, so Logan has gotten the Vault artifact now. So yeah, by the time our Prime Runners get to the Artifact Temple, there are only 3 hints they have left to read. And that would be Secret Missiles, I believe, in Command Center.
Wow. Could this be a Jet Seed?
We'll find out. Ooh. Oh, no, wait, it was a good hit. Alright, so Missile Tank on DMT. Screw attacking DMT, always a good backup strat.
Yeah, it works. It works.
So yeah, what has to happen here is Lucarius has to basically, I think, just open the blast door here, and that will lower the gate or reload the room. You can go either or.
Yeah, that's the critical thing here.
Yeah, this room always did confuse me a little bit. All right, let's see. Upper Watery Hall is another missile.
That's Logan getting the artifact.
And whatever was in Watery Hall lower, Frost was not interested in. Either that or is trying to get some more health, but it looks like it's just not interested. What is the play here? Wait, with bombs, they're gonna go check lower dynamo. And yep.
No, that's a spider ball.
Oh, that would explain a lot. Frost is gonna go check both dynamos.
Good news.
And with that, we also have furnace access, so Prime has all of their morph ball equipment.
Frost doing this is standable to save a trip back around the room. Now, of course, these Iors, or whatever they're called,
Ions, I think.
Thank you. Are doing a fair bit of damage, so we're down to, what is that, 31 HP?
Yeah, not brilliant.
Not great.
Not a whole lot that can kill you in Dynamo, thankfully, though. What do we get here? Look like Echo's missiles, and we're about to find out what's up top here.
No, it's a power bomb expansion. It's
Ooh,
a
even better. Actually, that'd be really good for Lucarius.
Lucarius does not have power bombs, and does not even have bombs. Oh, and that's a Dark Visor at the top.
Okay, that is the missile tank in Command Center for sure. Alright, so
ball-related upgrade in Battlegrounds.
That is a Prime Ball-related upgrade, so it must be a Power Bomb expansion.
Aster did just get the Light Beam, though.
Okay. So, this is a very interesting scenario we find ourselves in, where the Prime players have all of their ball upgrades but no beams, whereas the Echoes players can do a couple things to keep busy, but not much. Although that cheeseburger does let them check this and get X-ray visor.
In mining access.
Alright. X-ray only logically it's needed for a few checks, but only hard required for Omega Pirate.
I believe it does expect you to have that to fight Essence.
Yes. Logically, you are expected to have. Yeah. Yeah, Visorless Essence I don't think kicks in until intermediate difficulty. And most of our tricks are set to beginner.
Remind me, is the Visors for Essence sort of an and or an or? Do you need both?
I think the logic expects you to have both.
I see.
Alright, with the double bomb jump here, Frost is going to attempt to check good Gathering Hall.
That looked like something. No, wait, it was just my imagination.
Nah, that's okay. My imagination fails me in these seeds, too. It's how I accidentally mistook missiles for space jump in round 3.
Yeah, we've all been there. Logan is getting artifact hints, though.
Yeah, what, 3 artifacts we have left?
You think they'll read them right away? Because that's kind of what I would want to do.
I actually would do that, given that it's just because there's not many. But we do get a Sky Temple key inside the temple, so that's... We seem to be getting front-loaded with all the keys nice and early.
And we've only seen one STK, so I'm willing to put that down to random chance.
That's fair. And yeah, Logan's probably like, wait, that's it? I already have 6 artifacts? Yeah, I think it's just double. I think just flat out can't believe the number of artifacts that have been found at this point. But on the flip side, we've got Frost going to fight Zoid, finds a power bomb.
Nice. That's 2 now.
Alright, Lucarius cannot check Vent Area A, unfortunately, without bombs, but is able to go to Dark Samus. Courtesy of Space Jump Screw Attack, the Crystal Switch here can be activated.
And, because we got that power bomb, we can instantly complete the fight if we so choose.
Indeed. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Lucarius is not going to check that. Just wanted...
Yeah, I assume they were opening the door and waiting for it to load or something.
Yeah, that's possible, because Storage D needs a hot minute.
Nothing.
It is not Dark Beam. Alright, here are our last 3 hints. Fiery Shores, Storage Cavern, and I missed one of them.
Yeah, I missed the first one as well, so... Did somebody in chat catch that? Sun Chamber. Okay, these are really... Yeah, we might have a deleted Prime Seed.
Yeah, because we already have Spider Ball, so our runners could definitely do early wild, no problem.
Grapple on Zoid.
Okay, that's better than nothing considering Space Jump is still missing in action.
That means Magapool is in logic. Oh wait, we need Varia.
Yeah, we still need Varia Suit. That being said, Space Jump is the only thing left that would put Root Cave into logic. Space Jump and Echo's main power bombs. Not Echo's main power bombs, any Echo's bomb-related explosive.
Yes.
And what is that in... okay,
Missile expansion in Frigate. Did you see what the Keybearer hint was in the main reactor?
Yes, it was a missile-related upgrade for Echoes, which means it can't be anything... Well... seemingly dumb, but that could be Secret Missiles.
Or... No, it can't be Supers, can it?
No, Supers are a beam-related upgrade in this text.
Yes.
Alright, where is Frost off to now? Yeah, Frost is going to check Furnace. Both Furnace checks are in logic with this equipment. The first one is Amber Translator.
Amber! Nice! That's a good find when you're in Aegon.
Yeah, now Lucaris is just taking a warp to start, and with Light Beam, we can access the Meeting Grounds area, but we can't do a whole lot in there.
That's true. We can get there.
So yeah, I think literally the only thing we're waiting for Prime to be able to get all of their artifacts, remaining artifacts, is Varia Suit. That's it.
Dark Beam. That's Dark Beam. It's
whereabouts?
Furnace. So we're about to go get that the vanilla way because we don't have Space Jump.
Oh yeah, it is Dark Beam.
Yep.
I thought it. I couldn't read the text in this resolution for a second. And I thought it said Wave Buster.
Yeah, it's hard to read with the restream.
I've got the mainstream up now, and I turned off low latency mode, so now I have a few seconds to actually make sure I don't miss it.
Oh, that's definitely a good idea. I've only got one monitor though, so that doesn't quite work for me.
Yeah.
The drop there that Frost did is actually quite hard to position because your shadow isn't really visible.
Not to mention actually riding along the thing. By the way, that is a perfectly in logic Dark Beam, and it's in a dumb spot.
Yeah, Upper Furnace Dark Beam is definitely interesting. It's not the worst Dark Beam I've seen, but it's pretty...
So, Dark Beam does actually give us quite a bit to work with now. We can access Doomed Entry and Battleground. We can access Incash 1. We don't have Super Missiles, so we still don't have a logical way into the front of Aegon without either bombs or Super Missiles.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty big, because now we can open all the doors. That's pretty big. And we can use portals.
Yeah, so Lucarius unfortunately busting out at a slightly inopportune time here for Aegon, but is going to now check Hive Chamber B on the way out here, which Asdor was not able to do due to a lack of power bombs previously.
We will have to secure a drop first, though. We're currently at 0.
Yeah, thankfully that's pretty easy, courtesy of the Echo's drop system in general. That GF Trooper probably could have dropped one.
Well, we got one off the crate, so it's no
Indeed.
big deal.
Yeah, to slightly, we kind of were mentioning this earlier when Asder was looking for a drop, but the way the drop system tends to work is that if you need something especially importantly, it has like an 80% drop rate. Ooh,
Gravity boost? We're getting everything.
we're getting everything that we can't use. Like, artifacts
Yeah, we got
can't
a Dark
exactly...
Visor, we got a boost, we got all this stuff.
We got 6 artifacts that we can't do anything with because we still need Varia for the last 3. Well, actually, we don't need Varia for Sun Chamber, but the point still stands. That's the only thing stopping us.
Loken is rolling into Dynamo now, though. They will get that Dark Visor in just a second.
Oh, it's a sea urchin in
Main reactor?
main reactor. Which is nice, but we can't really we really don't necessarily need that in Prime 1 right now. They have main power bombs.
Yep.
Logan grabbed an extra one from somewhere, and I'm not sure where. But yeah, at this point, conveniently, with the Amber in tow, Lucarius is going to be able to read a few hints here.
Yeah, we'll see if they have anything big. I'm going to be watching. And that's the SDK from... what were you saying? That's Lightbeam.
Lightbeam hint, thanks game. But turns out the item in Watery Hall lower was a Torvis key.
Ooh. Frost is kind of... I don't like what they're doing. They're actually reading the hints in the scan. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because normally what I see is them scanning them all and then opening the pause menu.
Alright, the keys to Hive Temple are relevant, but in actuality they're in Sankin Temple grounds.
Again, not that anyone cares.
Well,
we already have Screw Deck, so we can skip it regardless.
We might still need Annihilator Beam. I mean, yeah, we could skip it regardless. Yeah, BSJ Screw Attack over the gate, whatever.
Logan gets their X-ray.
Yeah, this is one of the definitely one of the more peculiar starts we've seen. The Echo's beams are finally coming to life, so Echoes can keep themselves busy for quite some time.
Yeah, that's definitely good news for them, that they won't have to head into Beat Gate anytime soon.
I am actually banking right now on there being progression in Arbor Chamber. Because...
oh, there's our space jump!
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we can go get it. We have X-ray, we have space jump, we have grapple, we have plasma, we have everything we could ever possibly need.
Yeah, the only thing is that the X-ray visor is technically locked by an Echo's explosive. I mean, that's just a minor nitpick.
So it can't be bombs.
So yeah, it can't be bombs.
Or at least it can't be... well, it can be if power bombs are somewhere else, I suppose. Oh, is that...
Sonic
That's
Boom.
Sonic Boom. Wonderful.
And I think there might be... okay, yeah.
It's an expansion, yeah. Not what we want.
I knew something was there for the Echoes player because the text box popped up when Root Cave's item was picked up. And whenever a text box pops up, it's because there's another Echoes item in close proximity. It's so that way the Randovania server doesn't get overloaded, because it only refreshes every 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, specifically using the infinite speed trick, you can pick up multiple items simultaneously, which is not a good thing.
Alright, it was a dark ammo tank, or a beam ammo tank, I should say, because yeah, the beam ammo tanks are unified in this game, but it was an ammo tank in Cache 1. We're going to see Doomed Entry, Missile Tank, and now we'll check Battleground.
And Logan did just get their grapple beam. And we do have Dark Visor, so we can get that Power Bomb expansion for Echoes if we really want to. What's that in the lower item? That almost looked like supers.
I need another look. No, it was in Prime Missile. Otherwise, Lucarius would have definitely gotten that.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what Frost is trying to do. Oh, that's Ice Spreader in the tree. I saw it for a couple frames. I think that's why Frost wanted to check the color on it to see if it was... I mean, it couldn't have been supers. Actually, it could have been supers, because then
if they weren't used for anything, yeah.
Yeah, because it would have been a logical clue. So, like, yeah, skip MQB, skip Hydra, for example, if that was supers. But yeah, nothing of extreme note in that section of, that back section of labs.
Lucari is taking the portal back to Light Labs. This is a one-way portal, so we won't be able to head back.
Okay, so let me think this through. What's next?
Maybe sand processing? Wait, we don't have bombs.
We don't have bombs or boost. So, actually, we can't even access bioenergy production.
Warp to start, maybe.
We don't have Sanctuary access. We have Portal access and Space Jump Screw Attack. Phase on Grounds is in play. Technically it's not in Logic. We don't have a way back from the region yet without Emerald Translator. We could have Progression on Flogger, though, because that's pretty much the only thing left in Logic for Prime. And we know it's got to be done anyway, because either Flogger or Ghost has an artifact. It could be Secret Missiles in Phase on Grounds, Inner Slice points out. Yeah, because we have Dark Visor, if we get Seekers, we could go back through GFMC. So it is pretty... I would actually say very likely we have Progression in Phase on Grounds, if not Flogger. I'm pretty sure all three Lightning Bolt thingies hit Lucarius there.
Remember, Sun Chamber is one of our artifacts, so it could be an artifact on Flogger.
Yeah, if it's not an artifact, it's either this or Phase on Grounds that has progression right now.
Given, we can check both items on Flogger, because we do have the Spider Ball.
Indeed.
So that's going to be very, very easy.
Chat brings up a good point. Besides the one energy tank Astor found in Transport A access, and elected to not keep ?
I don't know.
There has not been a single energy tank yet. Yeah, I don't see the hollow square. Astor didn't keep that energy tank.
We are going to get communications area now.
We saw this from Astor just now. It was missiles.
Thank you.
Alright. Astor, in the meantime, is going to return to Aegon. Probably start doing Dark Beam checks. I'm trying to think what's keeping
Lucarius, I imagine, is probably going to go to Grand Wind Chamber, Wind Chamber Gateway.
Yeah, probably. Still out of Logic, but at this point, Lucarius is definitely in BK, so there's not really a whole lot else he can do. The main thing that's going to explode the seat open for Echoes is either bombs... Frost is actually in very big danger here. But gets the final blow with 8 health remaining.
That was very tight.
Yeah, because if Frost had gotten bonked by the Vine on the way out, that would have been a KO, I think. I think those do 10 damage.
Absolutely.
And the artifact is on Flogger itself. Fascinating. So Ghosts technically out of Logic, but we could just do it right now. And I think Frost is going to just take the heal here and go do it.
Unfortunately, I believe you do get an Ultra Energy after doing this. You're pretty much guaranteed.
Yes. The crates in the next room have 2 guaranteed Ultra Energies. And on top of that, the water, thanks to Lion King Syndrome, is now clean, so... It's okay.
That is going to be nice.
We've restored the element of water, and we now have clean water.
SDK
Ooh.
and Grand Wind Chamber.
We will see if Lucarius attempts to get this via the slope jump screw attack method.
And that's a missile expansion in Wind Chamber Grand Way.
But yeah, so what we're going to see here is Lucarius is going to get a slope jump off of that small lip in the side of the platform here. And in doing so, with a slope jump and a very carefully aimed screw attack, it is possible to land on the right side of this terrain here like so, and then screw attack over to the Sky Temple key. Very well done.
Very well done, yes. That trick is a lot more difficult than Lucarius made it look. Not one of the hardest, but definitely a pretty challenging one.
Yeah, interesting setup for it too. I just tried to do a L jump while moving diagonally to the right by about 60 degrees, and line myself up that way. But hey, whatever works. But yeah, here's the thing: Lucaria should absolutely go to Transport A access and get that energy tank first. Because,
yeah, I think that's what we're going to see happen, most likely.
Because, yeah, 39 energy is not enough to do phase on grounds. I think in logic, you do need one energy tank.
Oh, that's the translator. I think that's Cobalt on Ghosts.
Cobalt? Let's have a look-see. Indeed it is. Unfortunately, that's the one translator we really can't do anything with.
Yeah.
It is great for later, again, but...
Emerald would have been nice because it would have gotten us FTA. And we could have gotten the Violet hit.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
And that's finally Logan getting their space jump.
Yeah, Lucarius, meanwhile, gets that energy tank. I would wager we're going to see a safety save here. No, we're not.
Start.
Yeah.
Not interested in the Sky Temple play right now.
I'm actually quite surprised at that, because at this point there is nothing left in logic for Echoes. I mean, yeah, technically we could see we could see Plane of Dark Worship, but we do not have the energy tanks to get it.
Wait, we've got Transport Access B, don't we?
Yeah, Transport B access, which, what was that? It was a
Power
Sea
Bomb
Urchin.
expansion.
That would probably be the 5th Power Bomb that Logan has that Frost does not. That would explain a lot, actually.
Frost is choosing to head into Magmor and grab the Lava Lake item on no tanks. Or at least to peek it. We probably won't be getting it.
Yeah, I don't think that's even possible, even with full health and good speed.
Yeah, the problem is that the first room is in Magmor, that Lava Lake specifically deal a lot of damage. More than the rest of the entire place. I think it's double.
Yes, it's double heat damage.
So it is actually quite difficult.
But yeah, I think leaving Phase on Grounds behind was definitely a mistake here, because I'm trying to think if there's any other areas there could be progression, and I think the answer is no.
Interesting. Frost gets sent all the way back to ship. Did they save after defeating Flagra?
I think Frost may have save warped. Yeah, Frost must have save warped. Alright, so Azur's done peeking Battleground, is going to warp out from here. Yeah, this seed is pretty brutal so far, because right now it's expecting our runners, because what they needed to get, they needed to wait for Dark Beam out of Upper Furnace, and then they could use that with Light Beam to go to Phazon Grounds to get what we assume is their next progression. It pretty much has to be. There is literally nothing left in logic on either side.
Did we see Plane of Dark Worship?
We didn't see it, but we can't get it anyway, even with this equipment. The only thing that would let us get it with this equipment is Cannonball. Or at least...
Does Screw Attack not negate enough? Does Screw Attack not negate enough energy?
Not even close, because the ink claws would still stack on top of that, so you would need at
I thought
least
it
four energy.
made it treat damage like you were in Dark Suit.
It
Or is that
treats
just
general Dark Aether damage as though you're in Dark Suit, but it doesn't really protect you from the ink claws, so you would still take much more magnified damage from those. So you would you would need like, and there's also the matter of having to break out of the screw attack occasionally. So I think to do it sketchily, you would need at least 4 energy tanks, and a little bit more, and it'd be safer. But yeah, you definitely
Aster
can't get it
is
with this
low on
equipment.
health, at danger of dying.
Yeah,
But there is
Aster.
a save station in the next room after sand processing, so we should be. Oh wait, the turrets.
Yeah, the
Watch
turrets,
out.
but luckily they dropped a gold drop, so yeah, one charge beam later and this will be all good.
All right.
Lucarius is going to do Secretless Mining Station B.
I like this play.
And
I like this play.
just oh, or not. Um,
What happened there?
I think Lucarius just realized that they don't have bombs and that this is a soft lock. I don't recall when the last save was. It wasn't at Transport A access.
Logan is also heading down the Magmore elevator.
Yeah, again, we know there's nothing here. We know Phazon Grounds is the, Yeah, I'm curious as to why Lucarius didn't attempt Secretless Mining Station B. Maybe it was out of missiles? I don't know.
Yeah, you can't do Secretless there with just screw attack.
Alright, looks like
I
Lucarius did.
believe.
It looks like Lucarius did save recently because the auto tracker suggests that no vital equipment was lost. Yeah, no vital equipment was given either, which means yeah. It also could be that Lucarius just realized that he forgot Phazon Grounds and that's where he's going.
Maybe. Yeah, we're heading up back to the elevator. I believe you might be right.
We are going to see the meeting grounds hint check, though, from Asder.
All right, give me something good.
It reveals to us that Asder's charge
combo
can be
is
found
an
in
Incash 1.
That would be... Oh, Incash 1. Oh, you know what was in Incash 1 had Dark Burst. Oh, that's bad. It's hinting... The hints are hinting junk items in Violet. That is actually really bad.
Could you fill me in on how exactly the hinting works?
So, the hints were semi-recently updated. So, when the game runs out of logical items to hint, it starts hinting items that are still at least required, like keys, but otherwise not anything that's major to progression.
Frost did get the Dark Torvus key in Watery Hall, by the way.
Okay. So, Dark Burst does nothing. Logically.
Bombless bomb slots. But not in this logic, I believe.
Yeah.
That is actually quite a difficult one.
Also, interesting that Arbor Chamber did not end
Missile-related upgrade in Reliquary.
Okay, so that's going to be junk. That can't be Secret Missiles or anything for Prime. Sometimes the charge combos do get hinted. It's pretty rare.
Yeah, generally, if it's hinting to you something you definitely don't need, that's a sign that the game is running out of things to tell you.
Yeah, so maybe it might have just been a fluke. But even still, thanks, game. Okay, Ruin Found was a missile tank, so nothing of importance here. And yeah, this is going to be the Phazon Grounds check from Lucarius. So yeah, this is a tough traversal with one energy tank. It's logically required, or logically doable. So yeah, because with Screw Attack, what you can do is get the item and then get the energy drops from the Dark Talon Metroids. And yeah, what do we got back there? It has to be Secret Missiles. Or various suits.
No.
Something to keep... Yep, it's Secret Missiles. One-way Secret Missiles in Phazon Grounds. Welcome to CGC, folks.
Well, that fall might have hurt our chances.
Yeah, I didn't see any item drops. Revenge of the
No
Prime 1
drop.
drop system.
Well,
Yeah,
nothing at all. We were getting starved there. That was just no drops.
yeah, the Phazon canisters don't actually drop anything, so you have, and they don't kill the Dark Talon Metroids. Because I think
Did they not do enough damage?
no, because I think the canisters do they do 80 damage to Samus, and Dark Talon Metroids have way more than 80 HP.
Yeah, they're a very tough enemy. You're expected to use clever combos and item usage like power bombs to get rid of them.
Power bombs, Dark Beam Missile, or Sunburst, or
You're not expected to just shoot them until they die. That's just not the strategy that's intended.
all right. Looks like Astor's also picked up on the Phazon Grounds kerfuffle. It's trying to avoid scanning the switch to use the cannon, but it's having a little bit of trouble. No doubt. No thanks to the being pestered by bees.
Interesting that Lucarius has to go all the way back now.
Yeah, his last save was an Aegon, unfortunately, because he didn't save and transport A access.
I'm not sure. I don't think I like that decision very much.
Yeah, Lucarius decided to warp to start after getting the energy tank, and then save to go check Mining Station B is my guess.
Astra, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and get that energy tank. Lucarius getting some lag in the map screen. I think they are looking to see what's available.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do know that that Seeker Launcher is in fact the logical path here. Because, yeah, there is literally nothing else available, and yeah, you are apparently expected to do this on 200 energy.
Are they heading into Plane of Dark Worship?
Looks like it.
Probably. Maybe they're just looking to peek it, because...
Yeah, it's possible this can be Dark A suit, but I don't think Logic expects you to take suitless ink claw damage.
That's just a red key.
Yeah, and it's not an Inghive key though, because we know that Sank and Temple Grounds have the Inghive keys, or did it say Sky Temple Grounds?
I couldn't tell you.
And Frost is just literally scan dashing around Main Plaza until something comes up. Because, yeah, Prime is in a hard BK right now. They're not going to be able to do anything without either Wave Beam or Varia Suit. More importantly, Varia Suit. Ice Beam would also not go amiss. But, yeah, Asdor picks up the Seekers. Has a much cleaner run getting over there.
Yep. We're going to be heading back in a second now.
Yeah, the main thing about screw attack movement in Echoes is just in Dark World is just keep your screw attack up as long as you possibly can, because the longer you're screwing, the less health you lose. Because I think it's not perfectly Dark Suit damage; it's like 2 damage per second in the Dark World.
But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good.
Oh, it's a lot better. So Frost is actually doing out-of-bounds shenanigans to beat Training Chamber access, and I didn't see what was in Training Chamber itself.
What was access? I was tabbed out.
Okay, it's an energy tank. So it's an energy tank and a missile tank in the training chamber neighborhood, so nothing of importance there.
We might pop inbounds to try and check Magma Pool. Oh, never mind.
But yeah, with Seekers in tow, that gives us...
Lucarius going for it?
Mining Station B. We could have bombs in Mining Station B.
That would be something. And
wait,
Lucarius, if...
hang on.
Don't you need the bomb slot to get up, logically?
Yeah, you do. So... Yeah, hang on a minute. Processing.
Yeah, it could be in scan processing.
Well, no, that needs bombs too. It's that I'm processing what's going on here. Storage A, that's right.
For a brain, for a minute there, my brain thought like we just got bombs for some reason because we were talking about bombs.
That's all right. Yeah, we could. I think our progression is now in Storage A because that doesn't need bombs.
No, BBs are not in Logic Interslice. We've only got expansions.
Oh
for
yeah,
Echoes.
that's right. Well, the Seeker Missile's Dark Visor lets us get back to GFMC. Oh no, a Cursed Lake. A Cursed Lake is a suit. That's right. A Cursed Lake is a prime suit or a prime life support upgrade.
You're right. Aster apparently it slips his mind. Frost, meanwhile, though, has clearly gotten ahead of this. They know, okay, I'm waiting here for what is most likely my Various suit.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, I think I'm willing to agree that that is Various suit in it's going to be Various suit in a Cursed Leg. But yeah, we don't have Torvus access yet. We need either Dark Suit or Super Missiles to go through the Meeting Grounds area, and to go through the Aegon area, we need Boost Ball and Bombs. Well, that escalated. Well, logically escalated quickly, but this seed is actually going like at a snail's pace right now.
Yeah, we're not doing a lot very quickly. For a second there, I thought this might be a jet seed, but it really wasn't.
And just to clarify with chat, Inkclaw runs I don't think are currently enabled in this logic. But yeah, one tank with nothing else is definitely enough for a Cursed Lake, because there are light fields along the way in a Cursed Lake. So yeah, this has to be Various suit. It can't be anything else. 3, 2, 1, sent Various suit to Frost.
There it is.
Alright, Lucarius, hang tight for a while, because Frost can do quite a bit with this equipment. So, with this current equipment, Lucarius is in bad shape. Might actually get screwed over by loading screens. Yep, got screwed over by loading screens.
That is unfortunate.
Hopefully he took a safety save after picking up Seeker Missiles.
Great Temple, that's a good sign, because we were in Aegon before.
Yes, yeah, took a safety save after Seeker Missiles. And yeah, Azur's gonna take, Azur's going the other way and taking Seekers to Mining Station B. Yeah, we know this is a mistake.
Yeah, no bombs. We do get this lower item, but that's out of logic.
And the upper item is...
Missiles.
Yeah, it's missiles. Definitely echoes missiles. Wow, so 2 one-way...
Oh, that's a ball! That's Spider Ball!
Oh, that's the worst possible thing it could be, because it's A, hard required to beat the game, and B, Azur's not going to be able to keep it.
We're also going to get the MSP hint.
And it says the Aegon
Keys
Temple
to Dark Taga.
Sky Temple and Torvus. Ooh, so it's likely that the key in Plane of Dark Worship is an Aegon key, then.
Yeah, I think you're right. Also, I do apologize for not giving you Frost's audio. Unfortunately, it is a lot quieter than what it should be for some reason. Like, half the volume it ought to be, so we're not using it.
Well, at this point, yeah, Lucarius just has to stay put for a bit, or pick a spot to be ready at. I feel like the next logical item is probably bombs. But yeah, let's, moving over to Prime for a second here. So we've got pretty much the entirety of Magmore between here and Transport Tunnel A. We can get the Fiery Shores artifact. We can get the, if it hasn't been picked up already, the, by the way, Prime finally gets an energy tank after 53
Yippee.
minutes.
I think we're about to get our last artifact here.
Yep, that's the Fiery Shores one. The one that, oh yeah, because we got Sun Chamber already. Yeah, it is
And we got
Frost's
Storage
ninth
Cave.
artifact. Yeah, that's number 9 for Frost. Can 53
That's
minutes
that.
in, and we can already go get the Phazon suit hint.
I think that might be exactly what we do because we got Boost Ball, we got Plasma Beam, we got a lot of items. We're pretty much set for a Ridley fight, except for our energy. We did just get one tank.
Yeah, what we might see here is Frost go to Phendrana, maybe take a quick pit stop there.
Plasma Beam does make that a good play because we get all the items behind the ice. Normally we would have to leave them for later.
Yeah, and I think that's where our progression is going to be at this point because, yeah, nothing in Transport Tunnel A. So Magmor literally just having artifacts and missiles.
Yeah, obviously we want to get something for Lucaria so they can continue playing the game. Our bombs, in particular. Yeah. And then we want to do Ridley.
Yeah, bombs would open checks. Super missiles would open checks. Let's see.
Supers wouldn't be great, to be honest.
Supers wouldn't be great, but it would give us Torvus access.
Barely.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough Torvus access to get to Torvus Temple.
Aster just picked up the Fairy Suit. And we apparently had a save in Magmor, so we're just going to be right there.
Yeah, I think Logan kind of planned ahead here and ended up working quite well in his favor.
You taking Shoreline's ice item?
Alright, definitely want to see that. Alright, now Lucarius is going to go do the Mining Station B checks. Is going to be very disappointed to discover this Spider Ball.
Unless we see bombs in a second. What's this item in Ice Rinse East? Oh, it's another E-Tank for Lucarius.
In the ice here, we have Super Missiles!
That is...
for Echoes.
Not what I was expecting.
And Lucarius is going to have to warp out. So, with this equipment, we can check Sky Temple key hints. Not safely.
We're going to do it.
Not safely, not particularly comfortably with 2E, but we can totally do it.
I think it's in our future.
And there's a third Echoes Prime energy tank in Ice Runes West.
And now we're going to check Canyon, and then we're going to leave.
So yeah, we can check War Ritual Grounds. That only needs Dark Visor Seeker missiles. We can't check Defiled Shrine. We need bombs to get in front of the Sky Temple Gateway. So that's not going to work. And that's another E-Tank in Canyon. Which, unfortunately, Frost did not get the Scan Dash for. Logan is going to make a quick detour to Magma Pool here and check the one item we haven't seen there. Not a bad idea. At least for us at home, we get to see what's in there. And it's more missiles.
For us, it appears, chose not to get the Canyon E-Tank. They tried for it, but they fell down and they were like, I'm not going back for that.
Yeah, I can understand that at this point.
Oh, this does also put us into Dark Aegon logic if we go through Battlegrounds.
It does. So that would give our Echoes runners, let me think, 3 items in logic.
Warriors Walk, we would get Jump Guardian.
4, actually. It would be Warriors Walk, Jump Guardian, Broom Closet, and in Cache 4.
Yes.
But Frost is going to go ahead and check Chozo Ice Temple for us. And then by extension, GFMC, as Chad points out as well. So yeah, that would be 5 items in play from those super missiles, which is still not great.
And Lucarius is going to get the hit here. And Incash 1 has a charge combo.
And now they know it's not super missiles because Lucarius is carrying it already.
Oh, I forgot about Chozo Ice Temple. We're getting that too since we have Plasma Beam.
Oh, Adster just took a KO trying to sequence break into the Torvus region.
Ooh, that's rough.
But yeah, Torvis is now in Logic with this equipment. So with this equipment, we can check in Torvis. I think we technically don't have access to the Forgotten Bridge side yet because I'm not sure what the logic says for getting to... Actually, no. The logic says you can't screw attack bonk in Abandoned Worksite in order to reach the platform up there so that you can screw attack over to the tunnel to get into from Abandoned Worksite to get to Forgotten Bridge. So yeah, they have a number of checks. Lucarius has a number of checks in Logic and Torvis.
Yeah, and Frost did just finish up their Phadrana checks. They will be able to go into late Magmore, oh, wait, no, beams.
Yeah, we need Wave.
I was only thinking about crossing Twin Fires Tunnel. I forgot what we would need after we did that.
Alright, we're getting another hint in the Path of Eyes, which reads that X-Ray.
X-Ray. Yeah,
thanks,
we already
game.
got that.
Not helping. Yeah, is it me or have these hints been absolute garbage so far? Now, granted, we've only been able to scan about 7 of them, but even still.
Yeah, no good.
Interestingly, nobody went to go read the portal terminal hint.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Sorry, that pun was terrible.
I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
I said it was very interesting.
Yeah, Azure is trying to...
Azure takes another death. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he's trying to sequence break this way into Torvis, not realizing that Logan is about 3 or 4 minutes away from happening upon his super missiles. Alright, and we see that Poison Bog contains a
ball-related upgrade. Which player was it for?
For player 1, so it is in fact a power bomb tank. Alright, gravity locked in Lagoon's Sunburst. Thanks, game. Sunburst. Oops, all beam combos.
Yep, Echoes now has every beam combo, all 4 of them. And we're getting a Magma Pull check out of Frost. That's just an expansion.
Meanwhile, Prime only gets Flamethrower. And finally, we find Echo's bombs in Path of Roots.
Wow, that is bad.
Hard locked by super missiles in Ice Ruins East.
That's so bad.
So yeah, to remind the folks at home, this required Dark Beam and Upper... let's just start after Light Beam.
1 hour to get bombed.
Yeah, Dark Beam and Upper Furnace to use portals to get secret missiles from Phazon grounds, 1-way trip, and used in tandem with Dark Visor to return and get Varia Suit in a cursed lake with those Seekers, so that you can go through Magmore to reach Phadrana to get super missiles out of Ice Ruins East, and immediately Prime super missiles found in Abandoned Worksite.
What's this going to be? Tree we already know is the Ice Spreader, right? This could be a Lighthouse.
Yeah, Lighthouse is now in play. Ghost is now in play, so Cobalt Translator is in Logic. Do we have Sanctuary access with this equipment?
No, we don't have Emerald.
We don't have main power bombs is what we don't have, because we could go from the vault side elevator in Lower Torvis, because we now have Lower Torvis access courtesy of those super missiles.
That is true. Given that we have Seekers and Gravity Boost, we might see Lucarius feel incentivized to go there now.
I agree.
We're going to see them first do the Pirate fight, though. And that is a Dark Key.
That is likely to be an Aegon Key, as we did see the hint for that earlier.
Suit.
And there is a
progressive suit. Big news. Dark Suit is so good to have.
Indeed. Although Lucarius is probably saying, where was that when I needed it 30 minutes ago? Because yeah,
well, it was in Lighthouse.
Wouldn't that have been nice to get before the Echoes, before the Prime Super Missile showed up? Too bad it was impossible.
Wasn't gonna happen.
And indeed.
That is an Aegon key, yeah.
Yep. So, and now with super missiles and bombs, we can finally check the energy controllers. Oh, if there's progression in Aegon energy controller, this is gonna stink.
Asner now heading into Torvis just a few minutes behind. ETM. Valid.
Right.
Both speeds valid.
Valid, but totally not supposed to be there. There was supposed to be nothing's replaced with missiles.
That might have been just for Prime.
Nah, both games, according to the notes. Having said that, though, we can now read Sky Temple key hints.
Frost grabbing, ice spreader. Now we're just a Wavebuster shy of all combos, all games.
Yep.
I'm curious, Captain. We have a little bit of downtime from the looks of things, but what are some alternative formats you'd like to see in tournaments? Because we obviously tend to do just pretty basic 80%.
That is true. I understand we did have a one-way elevator cycle seed, and I didn't get a chance to watch that, unfortunately, but one-way cycles became one of my favorites after last year's tournament, where all but 2 elevators were on the same loop.
One-way cycles, I'm not such a big fan of, just because we tend to spend a lot of time going in elevators back to back. It tends to, load all of that kind of in one place. It'd be like if you had to have every loading zone for every room all at once instead of having them individually. It's just
interesting in concept, tough in practice. All right, so what we're seeing here is Lucarius take those seeker missiles from Torvis and run back to Aegon. And yeah, courtesy of bombs and super missiles and whatnot, now we can clear out the rest of the Aegon checks that we couldn't check earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, without a beam, Frost is already back in BK mode.
Yeah, we're seeing some out of bounds, though. This might be into late Chozo. Maybe go get Hall of the Elders, Elder Chamber.
It could be. We did see that play in the in a previous race this week, and it did in fact it did reveal super missiles down there.
Loken does have super missiles. Now we're going to be getting progressive suit. As you're going to be grabbing this in the same room as Lucarius got it.
Also, now we can finally go check. Mining Station B properly. Lucarius can now go pick up that spider ball, which is still technically not in logic. So we know Echo's main power bombs have to show up eventually, since they're locking spider ball, and there's no way around that. Because final bosses and whatnot.
It is technically possible to complete that boss without a spider ball, but nobody is going to be wanting to do Emperoring 2 spiderless. It's just a hassle.
I mean, do you want to get floaty jump off of Chica?
No, thank you.
That spider ball does do a lot for us, though, because we can use it now to get to Sanctuary. Well, actually, no. Technically, still Sanctuary is out of logic, because I don't.
Yeah, we need power bombs, I believe.
Yeah, we need either power bombs or boost plus emerald. So yeah, logically, Sank may end up being deleted from the seed at the rate we're going. I think at this point, the game probably placed a lot of items in lower Torvis. If any.
At this point, I would prioritize getting hints. We've got that dark suit now. We've got everything we need to go to the hint room.
Indeed. After the, I would agree to that. And Lucarius is also trying to clean up amber hints that were passed up earlier as well. But I think at this point, the plan is check your remaining Amber hints, go get Sky Temple key hints, and then after that, Lower Torvus seems like the next best stop.
Sestrion, thanks for tuning in. We've actually got a very interesting seat today. Frost already
Oh
has.
no!
Oh
There's a
no!
major for Prime 1 and Dark Egg on Temple.
Oh.
That could absolutely be a beam.
Okay. Can beam combos be majors? Is that Wave
Yes,
Buster?
beam combos can be majors, but oh, that's looking good. That is looking really
We've already
good.
found our Ice Spreader and our Flamethrower. We've got our X-Ray Visor. So, for useless items, we've only got Gravity Suit, Thermal Visor, and Wave Buster. That could be our Phazon Suit, or it could be one of our beams. We've even got Grapple already. We've even already rooted that out.
Yeah, and at this point, the keys, we've already found 2 Aegon keys. The last one is actually probably in Lower Torvus. In which case, that's even worse, because now you have to go to Lower Torvus and then go back to Aegon, which admittedly isn't as bad as it could be, but even still, that's a whole lot of no good.
Yikes.
Now, having said that, we also got access to bioenergy production and storage C with this equipment, courtesy of those bombs. But we're going to see the upper Dark Torvus checks here for Mazdur. Is going to go check Putrid Alcove first.
Lucarius, meanwhile, is going through Light Labs. We're going to grab Storage C, Bioenergy, stuff like that. Since we couldn't get that earlier since no bombs.
And
meanwhile, Logan is doing Meta Ridley.
Yeah, and this makes a lot of sense to just do this now, because right now you're in BK mode. You're possibly not getting anything else for at least another 10 minutes. It makes a lot of sense to do this now.
I actually kind of disagree with Frost's decision to go out of bounds, since this is possible at this point.
Logan's just constantly getting ammunition refills from Hester over the course of the fight.
Real team player, Asper.
Indeed. Credit where it's due. Yeah, the Dark Suit makes this Dark Lower Torvus, or this Dark Upper Torvus play a lot more healing. Unfortunately, though, without bombs, they can't get to Venomous or they can get to Venomous Bomb, but they gotta go around. Aster never went to Path of Boots yet, so never didn't pick up bombs.
Really?
Why?
Stick around it?
Yeah, that's weird that Aster wouldn't get
That
bombs.
is very strange routing. I just assumed they had it by now.
Well, regardless, well, actually, can't check Cache B without those bombs, so only Venomous
Okay,
bombs.
Frost made it out of, what was that, Gathering Hall?
Good Gathering Hall? Yeah. I call it Good Gathering Hall because there's a Gathering Hall and Training Chamber in Torvus as well, in Lower Torvus as well, and they're basically the exact opposite of their prime equivalents in terms of how good the check is. Like the Torvus Gathering Hall is absolutely trash, but the Torvus Training Chamber is good. Cutscene? The things that happen when you don't have the right equipment.
Oh, was that loud? It sounded normal to me.
It was a tiny bit on the loud side by comparison to Lucarius.
Regardless, I'm switching it over to Lucarius.
Alright, so that being said, the Phazon suit can be found in Phazon Mines.
Ouch.
So we now know that the Phazon suit is not on a Morbus.
Okay, so that means it's got to be Wave Buster, Wave, Ice, Gravity, or Thermal.
At the top of the hour at 1600 on the dot, Lucarius in the race time had said cursed. I think that was when secret missiles popped up. Or bombs. Either way, cursed.
Frost making some good progress on this out of bounds. We're almost to Furnace, I believe this is.
Yeah.
Prime out of bounds is a bit tricky, though, so it could take a while.
Yeah, this is something else, folks.
Lucari is probably now going for Dark Aegon checks.
Yeah, Lucarius is gonna, from here, go check Warrior's Walk. Oh no, looks like Frost unloaded Furnace again. Where were bombs intersliced? They were in Path of Roots, which for some reason Aster passed over.
I gotta assume that was a mistake. That was Dark Aegon Key 2 in Plane of Dark Worship.
Yeah, so the yeah, we saw Lucarius picked that up already. So we know the last key has to be in. We know the last key has to be in. It could actually either be in Torvis or what other Sky Temple checks haven't we made? It could be in Defiled Shrine.
Oh, maybe. We already know it's not Reliquary, though.
No, it's not Reliquary. So yeah, the last Aegon key is either in Lower Torvis or it is in Defiled Shrine. Because anywhere else in Sky Temple grounds, we've already seen. Oh, BTW, here's Jump Guardian. Say hello and now say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello.
Aloha.
And Jump Guardian had nothing. Well, not literally nothing, but still nothing.
Jump Guardian had what our nothings should have been.
That's fair. Alright, Aster's trying to see what's in Mighty Plaza. I'll try and get a look at on the restream this time. Let me see.
Frost has Hall of the Elders loaded. No, I mean Furnace, not Furnace. Or, not Hall of the Elders, Furnace. Sorry, my brain is getting mixed up because that's where right. Frost is trying to go.
So I think it was a regular beam ammo tank in Mining Plaza. Excuse me. In Mining Plaza. I don't think it was a suit. So, yeah, I think Mining Plaza is junk. Now, having said that, we can't even get Mining Plaza yet because we don't have Echo Visor. Aster's Tracker says it's got all 3 Aegon keys. Okay, yeah, where was the one we didn't catch? Oh, yeah, because Aster does have all 3 keys. So, yeah, Plane of Dark Worship, Torvis Temple.
In Cache 4, is that?
Yeah, that was in Cache 4.
Alright, I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, where was the 3rd Aegon key? I must have not seen it. Because, yeah, Lagoon had Sunburst, Path of Roots had Bombs, Torvis Temple had that last Aegon key.
Bridge, I believe, had beam ammo.
Bridge had beam ammo. Abandoned Worksite had Super Missiles. Torvis Energy Controller was an ETM.
Yeah.
Either Aster checked Defiled Shrine while we weren't looking, or
okay, yeah. We're in. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did the out of bounds. Frost is in. We're in. We're reflecting pool now. We're gonna go see Antechamber. That's an SDK.
Ew.
Oh, that's interesting news. That's interesting news. We didn't know that.
We have an STK locked by Ice Beam. We've got a Phazon suit locked by Ice Beam. Unless it's just chilling in main quarry, which I highly doubt. Watch me eat my words in about 20 minutes.
I'm very impressed. That was actually pretty good for Prime out of bounds. Normally that takes a while.
So Frost decided to use the power bomb there to grab that Sky Temple key early. Well done.
Yeah, that's actually very smart thinking. I'm used to only seeing that done for the wave check.
For Chapel of
On
the Elders, yeah.
yes,
Unfortunately, we can't do...
it kind of didn't cross my mind that you could use it for antechamber as well.
Yeah, there's only one other thing we can do here, and that's Crossway. And Lucarius is going to go back to Torvis, and yeah, this is definitely the right play. He's got to find those last 2 Aegon keys, because yeah, we now know Amorbis has a prime major item.
Oh, what's that key? Is that Inghive? Dark
No,
Torvis.
it's Torvis. Actually, yeah, it has to be, because we've ruled out all the other ones.
You're
So, yeah,
right.
any red keys we see at this point that are in Chozo, Fendrana, Mines, or basically anywhere in Prime whatsoever at this point, then they are definitely Torvis keys. But yeah, 2 Torvis keys now is definitely not something you want to see when we don't have Sky Temple key hints. And yeah, that slope jump screw attack that Lucarius is doing, that is in logic in this difficulty. So that's basically one of the ways, plus bonking on the wall to the left here to get up to the top of the abandoned work site. That's how you reach Forgotten Bridge in logic in this difficulty. But yeah, Lucarius can now go check Cache B. But we know, okay, yeah, here was the last Aegon key. It was in Dark Forgotten Bridge, or Forgotten Bridge, rather. Okay, so Torvis Temple and Forgotten Bridge had the 2 Torvis-based Aegon keys. That makes sense now. We do not know Chica's item, but we do know Amorbis is a major. Astor may actually go and fight him. I'll be well annoyed if this is Wavebuster.
Did they get the hint? They must not have.
Nope, they did not, because the hint was in Fortress Transport Access. No, it wasn't Fortress Transport Access. It was...
Oh, they don't have bombs anyways.
Yeah, they can't do that anyway. Right, they never went to a bend. They never got Path of Roots. Ooh, this is actually going to start becoming a real problem for Team Zaristar.
Yeah, I think this might be a check they think they did, but they didn't do. Okay, we're seeing Cache 2 now.
Anything good in here? Nope, another Echo's Border. Well, which, at this point,
that
Lucarius,
is very convenient.
Yeah, Lucarius isn't going to say no. Still only having 2 beforehand is still not a bad idea to grab an extra.
Is Cache in logic?
Yes. Cache only needs secret missiles.
Alright, I forgot what the traversal was like to get from here to there.
From here, from Venomous Pond, you just need bombs and Dark Beam. But yeah, Lucarius might be done here. Okay, is taking a safety save.
Frost heading back out of bounds. Not quite done yet. Maybe Metroid just isn't crossing their mind.
Well, the thing about Path of Roots, Bellator, is we don't have Emerald Translator, so Astor couldn't have read the hint. So it's possible that Astor, maybe not being able to read the hint, didn't think much of the item either. We're also going to see what's on GFMC's ship, though. We've been kind of wanting to see this for an hour and 15 minutes, and it is...
That's ammo expansion. Universal ammo. Not what we want.
Yeah, from what we're seeing, it looks like Astor might have just walked by. I'm actually going to double-check the VOD and verify this, if you don't mind, since we have a few minutes. Since I think we're basically...
Go ahead. I'll hold down the fort.
There's literally nothing more we could do but wait for somebody to go fight Amorbis.
That or just idly talk about how much we would like to see bingo races or something.
Or go to Lower Torvis. It's either Amorbis or Lower Torvis at this point. But
Lower Morbis. No, I'm joking a little. I'm being facetious, but we are actually planning potentially to do some spoiler log races. That's something that's been in discussion for a while. We've been talking about maybe doing that. Frost, it looks like, is hoping to do Tower of Light and maybe Tower Chamber out of Logic.
So yeah, I'm looking back through the VOD, and it looks like Azure just walked right through Path of Roots, didn't pick up the item, didn't even look.
Lucarius just grabbed Aegon Heat 2. So that's the last one they need.
So yeah, at this point, yeah, we're pretty much just idling for a little bit. Yeah, I think Asder is going to go for, well, first off, Asder does need to realize that he forgot Path of Roots, which hopefully is heading back in that direction now. Because, yeah, I don't think... Yeah, bombs can't be in Lower Torvis, because in order to get to Lower Torvis, you either need to lower the platform in Torvis Temple, which requires bombs to get the item in the energy controller, or go from the bottom. So...
Okay, Frost got the door to go into the tunnel leading to Tower of Light.
Ooh, a Tower of Light play. Very interesting.
Yeah, out of bounds. I wouldn't have expected that. Since Tower of Light is usually junk even when it's in Logic.
Yeah, version 4.4 does enable the ability to count expansions, so we do now have the ability to put Tower of Light in Logic, because that was a problem in the Randovania version of the Prime 1 Rando for the longest time, is that it only counted the main launcher as your main source of logical ammo, so until we could get the logic to assume that you can get 36 missiles via expansions or via initial starting item, Tower of Light was never in Logic. Spider Ball can be found a few rooms away from Save Station C. Thanks, game. I think that was exactly 3 rooms away, and that does coincide... Wait. Let me read that again. Because I think... Oh, wait, no, we already found the Prime Spider Ball. Never mind.
Yeah, we've already got both Spider Balls.
It was in Command Center, which is... I think 3 rooms away from a save station. Yeah, because... Is it? Which... Yeah, I'm trying to think which... Not that it really matters that much, but which Spider Ball it's hinting. Alright, let's see what Asder is deciding to do here. Might be doing a bombless Sky Temple key hint check?
That would be strange.
Maybe checking, this might be just a War Ritual Grounds check. I know Lucarius was here earlier, so it couldn't have been anything too particularly fantastic. But yeah, I think, unfortunately, right now, until Asder does find bombs, Team Zaristar is going to be stuck in neutral for a while Lucarius and Frost of Team HECC are able to make checks and move the chains here a little bit, as they say.
Expansion. Okay, Frost gets the load for Tower of Light. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And this might just be the Amorbis play. Yep, it is.
I mean, that's probably what makes sense. We've only got 5 possible items Amorbis can be.
Yep, the light field is up. Lucarius did not pause before the cutscene, thankfully, because it is really stupidly easy to do that. But yeah, with over 50 light ammo and supers and seekers, this fight is basically a joke.
Yeah, we've got all the tools.
And in all likelihood, this is Wave Beam, if I really had to guess what progression this would be. Because that would... It would open up the most checks for Prime.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna say this is Ice Beam.
Ooh, Ice Beam... I'm trying to think what Ice Beam by itself would give us. And not a whole lot's coming to mind, unfortunately.
Well, there's nothing that says this has to get Prime checks. We've got lower Torvis.
That's true. It could just be one beam with the other just chilling in Hydra Dynamo Station, for example. Oh no, Lucarius' light beam was not charged up enough.
Yeah, no worm skip today.
Yeah, 30 light ammo is still enough to finish this fight without much difficulty. You only need 30. Now granted, Lucarius is also going to get a boatload of super missiles here because of all the drops. Unguided, good shot.
That was a good dumbfire, yeah. It's hard to do it without the game, definitely. Because you're so used to it being there for everything.
And it looks like Asdor is also attempting the slope jump screw attack to retrieve the item in, to retrieve the key in Wind Chamber. I'm glad to see this trick getting some more utilization, because yeah, this is definitely a seed where Wind Chamber slope jump screw attack is good. And our prime major item is Wave Beam. I had to double take that first. I had to double take that for a sec, because for a minute I thought it might be ice.
I'm glad I was wrong.
But hey, Tower of Light's in logic now.
Eh.
You know, the thing Frost has been trying to out of bounds to for the last 10 minutes. So now Lucarius has a bit of time to go explore Lower Torvis.
That is true.
Wave Beam equals best beam. Oh wait, wrong Metroid. But no, Wave Beam in especially Fusion and Dread is pretty powerful.
Okay, Fusion Wave Beam is actually trash, though.
Well, yeah, by itself it is trash, but if it's progressive like it is in the vanilla game, then it's great. But no,
to be fair, all of your other beams are kind of doing the real heavy lifting there. Wave Beam doesn't add that much.
I feel like Wave Beam is when Samus Returns specifically got a little easier. Because
I can definitely see that.
Because by that point, you know, you could shoot through terrain. You know, it's still not the biggest image available to you, even on the 3DS, but... So yeah, we have a... at this point, unfortunately, we're back to basically being in a wild card with no definitive clues outside of... Well, Wave Beam gives us labs. And we can also get to Thardis via Workstation, which I think is where Frost is going. So we have checks in play here. We don't have Farfendrana yet. We still need Ice Beam.
Yeah, we can still do stuff like labs though, which is big.
Yes. Yeah, labs is the big one right now, because with all ball upgrades, yeah, you could do just about everything in there. And super missiles, so you can even do Research Lab Hydra. Frost had a little trouble here. Getting through Geothermal Core, but makes it. And we are going to also see our Sky Temple key hints. And we're also going to finally get to see what's in the Filed Shrine that's been kind of teasing us for the last 30 minutes or so. Stupid late bombs and all. And it is... couldn't have been anything important because Lucaris is zipping right past it.
It looks like a missile. It might have been Wave Buster or something.
Like, I didn't even
Hints
get a
time,
chance...
hints time.
Yeah. I didn't even get to see the what's it's called, the beams effect disappear off the screen before Lucaris turned away. Alright, but yes, finally, an hour and a half in, we've got 3 Sky Temple keys now, we've got a few more left.
Okay, hit number 1. Transit station.
Alright, that's not logically available to us, but we could get that now. Let's just assume we can get to Sanctuary. Phazon Mining Tunnel.
PMT.
You love to see it, chat.
Storage cave.
Alright, so that needs Ice Beam. Main gyro, we need Echo Visor and Annihilator Beam.
Well.
Folks, these Sky Temple keys are terrible.
Hazing Cliff, that's not so bad.
Okay, that one's okay.
Incash 2.
So we need
Is
Annihilator.
That Annihilator? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Annihilator locked in cache. So yeah,
I think folks, that's our last one, right?
Yeah, that's the last one. Folks, these keys are... Well, PMT's not the worst in hindsight since we know where Phazon Suit is, but yeah, these Sky Temple keys are
Frost
terrible. That is true. Frost has not fought Ridley. Only Logan and, by extension, Asder know where Phazon Suit actually is.
Yeah. That's definitely not ideal.
The main backbreaker right now is main gyro, because that needs the most items we don't currently have. Furthermore, we actually, I'm trying to think, no, Transit Station doesn't need boost. Yeah, we can technically get away without boost right now, but it's not great. Just for the sake of low speed.
Yeah, we want to find Boost Ball or Cannonball pretty soon, because it's going to help us accelerate a lot. Just to move faster through the rooms and Echoes, especially since Echo's movement is a bit slower in general.
So yeah, I think at this point, the thing that needs to happen is that Frost needs to find Ice Beam. After that, things are going to look very good for Team HECC.
Yeah, absolutely. HECC is definitely in a commanding lead right now.
And we just, while we were going through those Sky Temple key hints and what Frost annihilated Thardus, Plasma and Power Bombs do make that pretty much a cakewalk.
Yeah, even if you don't have Echo, or sorry, even if you don't have Thermal, it is definitely very doable. The rocks are in the same position and the same order every time, so it's definitely very simple to play that just off of memory.
Yeah, it's a matter of routine and procedure. But yeah, at this point, so yeah, from here we can go to labs, no problem. Which is exactly what Frost is going to do. But yeah, Lucaris, on the other hand, is now going to go to Lower Torvus. And to answer your question, chat, Asder's bombs are currently located in Path of Roots, which he walked right by when he got into Torvus. Why, we're not sure, but it is definitely a question for the interview. Alright.
Energy tank in Rune Courtyard.
Alright, well, we don't need... well, actually, for Prime, they're a little energy starved still, so...
I mean, we're on 4 now.
That should be enough for the rest of the sea, but even still, you do take the full health refills when they fall on your lap like that.
Absolutely. You especially want energy for final bosses, since final bosses can actually be a bit tough.
Alright,
especially if you're not so practiced.
Indeed. So Frost is going to take a safety save here in Research Core, which will, not Research Core, in Courtyard, which will allow him, in case nothing else is found in labs, he can just bust right out and return to that save room. Now, Frost went out of bounds in Chozo, so they already know that there's nothing in the training chamber neighborhood.
We're now heading into Lower Torvus for the first time this game.
Yeah, Yeah, nothing in Hydro Dynamo Chamber, just an extra ammo refill for Prime 1. Also, okay, good. Seekers didn't Seeker. Could you
Yeah,
imagine if
Seeker
there...
missiles have a habit of missing a lot.
Could you imagine if we were able to somehow mod the Seekers to do Storm Missile functionality, where they basically add 2 extra missiles each?
That would be interesting.
Okay, 4 rooms from Save Station C, so I had misread the hint. So yeah, the Spider Ball that's being hinted is most likely the one in Command Center, because I think well, actually, it could be either, because I don't know which one is Save Station C. I think it's the one in front of Transport Center, which would mean that it is pointing to the Spider Ball in Mining Station B, question mark? That's something important, question mark. Yep, it's gravity. Nice gravity in labs.
Hydro chamber storage didn't appear to have anything.
Nope, that is a beam ammo tank. Indeed. Yeah. I know a lot of people in chat are mentioning, some people in chat are saying they like storm missiles, and yeah, it's basically secret missiles done right.
Now, I would agree with you there. They definitely did execute that upgrade idea well.
Mainly
I really like a lot of Dread's unique upgrades. I definitely felt that was something they did right with the game.
Mainly just because all the extra missiles means it's highly unlikely that it's going to miss by accident.
Powerbomb Guardian.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense to get this out of the way now. It's 2 relatively easy checks. Boost Ball would be nice, but you have Dark Suited 4E. And also, Astor just realized, I think, Path of Root's mistake here. I just saw him pull out the map.
Alright, that's good news for Zaristar, but I don't think it's going to be good enough.
At least I hope so, because the map literally zoomed in on Path of Roots.
Not sure. Going back to the
map. I think Astor might have actually missed that. Oh dear.
Again, missed it like twice. That would be very unfortunate. This might be cache all over again.
Okay, yeah.
2 hints on Powerbot Guardian.
Yeah, so far Lucarius not having too much trouble with this. It's really the last 2, the further 2 bomb slots on either side that are the biggest pain in the backside.
Frost is out of bounds. Is that by accident?
That might have been...
Like, are we really going to out of bounds that many rooms? No,
I don't think
not
so,
just to get into Lake Control. That is not a worthwhile proposition.
I was about to say, yeah, that doesn't seem like that seemed like it might have been a mistake, but I don't know why Frost would go out of bounds. With Plasma and missiles, that check was in logic. Unfortunately, now I think Frost's save was last in Ruined Courtyard, so he'd have to go all the way across again. Which would be not a humongous walk, but still a walk regardless.
Missile and Powerbomb Guardian.
Yeah, I don't... Azur hasn't still connected the dots with Path of Roots. That sounds like a... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There's the last Torvis key!
Ice Beam on Chica.
Who's ready for having... Screw Ice Beam. I'm banking Annihilator.
Echo Visor, maybe.
Boost on Chica would be lousy, actually.
Frost, unfortunately, getting reset all the way back to the start of labs.
Yeah, his the
Yes,
save
they didn't
was...
take a save in Observatory.
No, they didn't. They went straight through. All Dark Torvis keys found. Don't you hate it when the game flashes that prompt in front of you when you don't know what to do? Alright, so Lucarius took a save and is gonna clear out the rest of Dark Lower Torvis here, so it's gonna check Grapple Guardian, all that jazz.
Yeah, I was looking into Beeline Chica, honestly.
Now, I don't think Lucarius... I think Lucarius opened up the 3 switches in Hydro Dynamo Chamber to get to to the Hydro Chamber storage, so I think Lucarius' only way out is actually to get out through the Catacombs portal and just sink under the gate.
using Grapple Guardian. We have Sunburst, so this makes it very easy.
A reminder to the audience, Sunburst is in fact useful.
That was very, very quick.
Not too bad. You know what would be even more useful here right now? Sonic Boom. I mean that actually, you could damage Grapple Guardian with Sonic Boom during this sequence.
We have Sonic Boom.
We have Sonic Boom, but no Annihilator Beam.
That's true. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but like I wasn't considering it. Alright, but that is a kill. The Grapple Guardian is down. What did they have? That's not going to be worth Grapple Pirate.
Eee! Alright, beam ammo tanking control tower. So yeah, Frost has already made up, caught back up to where they were at beforehand.
Alright.
Alright, we're going to see what's in Under Transit 1 here. And it's not Annihilator Beam, because if it was, the trail would be could be seen from space.
Beam ammo.
And that was Astor checking the Defiled Shrine Hint, which we know is nothing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Frost doesn't have gravity.
Alright, so it looks like a missile, an Echo's missile and energy tank in Research
Hall
Lab
of Honor is
Aether.
dead. It's also dead.
Alright, well the extra energy tank is nice, but at this point Echo's is pretty safe on energy tanks.
Missile expansion in Research Core.
Alright, that's gonna be it for the Labs dive. So Labs had Gravity Suit, that's it. Which Frost just reset away.
Well, they didn't have Gravity Suit anyway. They didn't pick it up the second time through.
Not sure how I feel about that, because the only thing keeping us out of... Well, logically we need Thermal, but there's not a whole lot keeping us out of Frigate at this point. Besides Ice Beam.
After checking, I believe the Defile... No.
Astor just checked the Defiled Shrine Hint.
No, that's what I was about to say that I thought they were heading to do.
But yeah, well, we have to see what Lucaris is that. Yeah.
Very nice.
You know where one of the worst places for Echo Visor could be right now? Transit Tunnel South.
Ooh,
Because
that
needs Annihilator Beam.
That'd be gross.
Because yeah, for Go Mode at this particular point, we are looking for Echo Visor, Annihilator Beam, and Ice Beam. And we know Phazon Suit is in mine, so it's only a matter of time. And I think that was a beam ammo tank in Transit Tunnel East.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And we know Echo Visor can't be in Mining Plaza, too. And it definitely wasn't Annihilator Beam. I definitely would have noticed it when Astor was looking. There is a Sky Temple key in main gyro chamber, yes. That's the big backbreaker right now for Echoes, is main gyro.
Yeah, that's the one that's... Oh, there's Echo Visor.
Okay, so that was pretty much
That's
free.
one worry out of the way. We've already got that for free.
Echo Visor is actually pretty nice because that lets us reach aerial training site through the vault elevator.
Yes, it does.
Through the staging area side. So
I always forget about those transmitters.
yeah, I mean we could get to aerial training site even without it at this point, but the other problem is, until we have Boost Ball, Boost Emerald, or main Power Bombs, we still don't have Logical Sanctuary access, so that's my million-dollar question. How are we supposed to get into Sanctuary right now? Alright, so Lucarius went back to Hydro Dynamo Chamber to grab an extra Power Bomb. Oh, Astor's got the map open. In Torvis.
Alright. Tower of Light was a missile, by the way.
It was? Okay.
And we're going to see Tower Chamber in a second here, though. Another missile. Lucarius is heading into a Sank. Logic be darned.
Looks like it. Yeah, Portal Chamber.
I believe this
Aster
is
can't
Bellator's seed.
Yeah, this missing bombs is really is unfortunately really hurting Team Zaristar right now. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's absolutely
right,
killing them.
Right now, the problem is both runners think they're in BK mode. If it weren't for the bomb kerfuffle. All right, but we have Cobalt Translator, so let's read some more hints, shall we?
Yes, this will be quite nice. Spider Ball.
The other Spider Ball we already have. Thanks, game.
That's our HECC.
Yep, we do know that was hinted.
We've already got all of the other red keys anyways, so...
Alright, so Lucarius is opening that door specifically for the purpose of unloading the quads the next time on the next pass through.
Yeah, that does do a layer change, doesn't it?
I don't know if it's entering the portal that triggers the layer change, or if it's just opening the door. I think it's just opening the door, but we're going to see the transit station key now.
Very nice. Frost's just going to go back into labs to grab that suit. Why not? We don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, Frost is still waiting for... Well, hang on a minute. So...
We want Ice Beam, we want Phazon suit. I don't think Frost have fought Meta Release yet, so they don't know that Phazon suit has to be in the mines.
We have an even bigger problem. Prime is in BK mode again, I think. Because have we seen Tower Chamber?
Yes.
We have, okay. So we've seen both Tower of Light and Tower Chamber. Alright, and Echoes logically can't get into Sanctuary without main power bombs. Guess what is the only check we have left in logic on Echo's side? Chica.
Yeah.
So, we might have progression on 2 bosses.
That might be. Or Chica could be Annihilator and it could be in TTS. Quad has Wave Buster. Ah!
Okay, that was pretty funny.
No full tracker today. Womp womp. That does mean if we hear the words Prime Major Upgrade, that it's a lot more meaningful.
Good grief. But yeah, no, I think our only logical progression right now that we've seen everything else in Lower Torvis... Have we seen... No, the one check we haven't seen in Lower Torvis is Gathering Hall. Bad Gathering Hall.
I don't remember what that one was.
I don't think we've seen it.
There's our SDK and Hazing Cliff.
Tumos was already hinted dead as a missile tank. But yeah, no, I think we have logical progression on... It's either Chica or Gathering Hall. And if it's Gathering Hall, we totally missed it.
Frost is now fighting Meta Ridley.
Okay, so Frost is about to learn about the Phazon suit hint. Alright, Lucarius is
I just had a thought. We have... Technically, we could skip beam requirements for EXO.
I mean, we could.
For some reason, I'm having this silly idea that we can just, I don't know, magic our way into mines, grab the Phazon suit, and then skip EXO straight to Essence. I don't know why.
I don't think that's possible right now, especially
I
considering...
don't think so.
The other main problem is Echoes is still missing 2 vital items. And we have no idea where they are at this point. Also, we never checked Ventilation Area A earlier because we never had bombs.
Well, no sound like the present. Did we get sand processing?
We can, no boost. It's missiles. Okay, so, yeah. We're pretty confident there's progression on Chica. If it's not
we can get sand processing. There's the standable.
Yeah, there's the BSJ standable and all that jazz, but Yeah, this is definitely a seed, folks. And if I recall correctly, 2, if not all 3 Torvus keys were in the Prime seed. I know Prime had at least 2 of them. There was the Dark Torvus key in Watery Hall, and then there was another one in Labs.
That's better,
I
Oakley.
think.
Down for the count.
It was either Labs or somewhere. It was somewhere in Fendrana. Alright, Astor is heading back towards Path of Roots. This might be finally time for bombs. And we are going to see Lucarius go into Upper Sanctuary. Oh, this is going to be a very painful realization for Team Zaristar.
No kidding.
Okay.
Related upgrade off that key bearer. Oh, there's a ball. Is that cannon?
It's got to be cannon.
Yeah, it's cannon.
Lol.
Yeah, obviously it can't be boost.
And yep, there they are.
Astor probably not feeling so happy right now.
Nope.
They've been missing that for like what, an hour?
About an hour, yeah.
That's bad.
Alright, so Lucarius wants that cannonball here. So, he is going to attempt the slope jump instant morph to get it. Personally, I prefer the slope jump screw attack method, because I like to see what I'm doing, but that's just me, and just how I was trained in it.
I see the instant morph more often.
I think the instant morph, I think execution-wise it's a little less complex to do, but I think because just of how I was trained, and I started with the screw attack method, I just ended up practicing that one instead.
Oh, we're missing this a little.
The problem is Lucarius isn't getting the instant morph, which, that's easier said than done, because you're instant morphing into a hollow tunnel is the problem. So if the camera's not obstructed by anything, then you're not, then the instant morph won't take place, because that's what triggers the instant morph, is when something is in the way between Samus and the camera when trying to morph. Did I just hear a Pillbug get angry?
Maybe.
Maybe because of the way the camera was
Spider
facing?
Guardian is upset.
Well, Spider Guardian is technically still in the room before the fight, although, yeah, Lucarius triggered the quads. Alright, Astor's going to go into Lower Torvus now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Lower Torvus had basically nothing, right? Yeah,
It had Echo Visor.
That's true, it had Echo, which is required, but yeah, that's all it had. I think, honestly, that because this is Cannonball, I think this is the point in time where you pass it up and just move on. Because Cannonball is
This is the
really
last
good.
major besides Annihilator that we're missing. And I guess Emerald, but who cares about Emerald?
Actually, you say that. Emerald Translator would actually be the worst case scenario, because that opens up more checks in Torvus, in the underground tunnel side, and it opens up Boost Guardian.
Yeah, so, nobody wants to go to Dark Torvus Arena.
Yeah, Emerald Translator is actually the last thing these runners want to see right now. Because, yeah, Prime is unfortunately still in BK. The other thing is that I think is better to just skip the Cannonball here is that Prime is still in BK mode right now. Until Ice Beam or, basically until Ice Beam shows up.
Yeah. Frost is just messing around at this point. Doesn't have anything else to do.
Yeah, this has been a very BK heavy seed, especially on the Prime side of things. Chica is guarding the Ice Beam.
Oh boy.
Prime beams on 2 Temple Guardians. I have never seen that before in a CGC seed. I think that's a first here, folks.
Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry.
Phenomenal.
I'm sorry. That is
Luke,
not good.
okay, Lucarius has probably changed his mind and really wants that cannonball right now.
Yeah, that's suddenly seeming like it has a lot more utility. For those unaware, Cannonball is actually effective against Chica.
Yeah, it's an item the game gives you when you're launched out of a kinetic orb cannon. Yes, it is actually considered in the game to be an item, believe it or not.
This is the
It's
item that actually makes you kill stuff on contact while you're being launched out of the orb cannon. So
indeed.
a lot of people you might remember if you played the game getting launched out of the orb cannon in Temple Grounds and maybe hitting a war wasp or something and it exploding.
Yeah,
But it
and
does that to basically all of the enemies, the standard enemies, and even to some bosses.
yeah.
So yeah, Chica is included. Specifically, I believe adult Chica.
So yes, Chica adult, and the reason being is and I think the reason that it's thought that Chica is considered vulnerable to cannonball is because it's treated like a war wasp.
Really,
It certainly looks like one.
that's an interesting theory.
But yeah, so Asder is heading also in the right direction of that Chica hint. Unfortunately, though, has not picked up Wave Beam off of a Morbus yet. Yeah, no, this seed is just... There is no good way to do this seed. Like, you gotta wait for Prime to get you the Temple Keys. You gotta fight a Morbus for Wave. Yeah, no, this is one of the... This isn't even just a logical nightmare. This is actually a partially logical nightmare while having to do a ton of bosses. So yeah, at this point, it's also a fairly safe bet that Annihilator Beam is in the Prime seed, because once Ice Beam does show up, Prime will basically be able to full clear their seed. And that will include Phazon Mining Tunnel, since we know Mines has Phazon Suit.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, I'll be right back. I have to feed my dog.
Yes, indeed, Semper. We have had one roller coaster ride of a seed here. It is a logical nightmare right now. Because, yeah, Chica has Ice Beam, Amorbus had Wave Beam, and Quad has Wave Buster, but that's not important. So, yeah, there's majors on all three Temple Guardians. Flogger was required for an artifact, and also Cobalt on Ghosts. But the logic chain was... Light Beam was nice and early for Echoes, so you had to wait for... Prime got all their ball upgrades early. Dark Beam was in Upper Furnace. Dark Visor showed up soon after. Seeker Missiles were in Phazon Grounds, which required a 1E tank Space Jump Screw attack only for defense to get over there, which would let you get back to GFMC via Dark Visor Seeker Missiles. Following that, Seeker Missiles got you Varia Suit out of a cursed lake. Yeah, Lucarius is extremely frustrated about this cannonball predicament here. So yeah, folks, I can't wait for this interview. And the best part is, it doesn't stop there. Like, it could still be even worse than this. Like, right now we're looking for Annihilator Beam for Go mode, and that could be almost anywhere. There's a lot of places where it can be. At this point, it would have been faster for Lucarius to kill Spider Guardian if he had a boost ball. Annihilator is required. We have Sky Temple Keys in Cache 2 and Main Gyro Chamber. So yeah, this is definitely one of the worst CGC seeds I've called so far to date in this tournament. Who rolled this? I want to say Bellator.
I'm back, and yeah, it was Bellator who rolled this seed.
Yeah, Bellator, I don't know. Bellator might be gunning for Diggle and Mine's job at this point. Although
I think Diggle is still the best seed roller of the tournament.
I mean, we've had some...
No, I know you're technically part of the best seed rollers, but you've got some pretty stiff competition.
Oh yeah, no, there's been honestly, I feel like there has been some incredible seeds from all of our tournament participants. Lokier had some good bangers at the start of the tournament.
Yeah, Lokier had a few really good ones. But those all ended up going to really high level runners, so they kind of just tore them apart.
And yeah, to remind the folks at home, these teams are currently playing for a spot in the brackets right now. So, 1 second, if I may bring up the challenge here. So yeah, if Team HECC wins, they will go 4-1, which will put them very safely in the brackets.
Team Zaristar has a tie score. They have currently a 2-1, but they've also got a bye, which counts as a win.
Okay, so yeah, basically whoever wins this goes to the brackets.
And whoever wins it will be kicking out a team shown with Kevin. However, whoever loses is not making it to the brackets. They're just done.
They've met with a terrible fate, haven't they? Wait, wrong game. We do have, on the Majora's Mask randomizer community side, we do have a tournament coming up, I think starting next weekend, if not this weekend.
Oh, really? That is what kind of tournament? It's just standard?
Yes, standard, mostly. The first qualifier is on July 9th at noon, so that's a Saturday.
Oh, interesting. It's always nice when they host it on a Saturday, you know?
So Astor has just learned about Amorbis. So it's probably gunning it straight for him.
That is a good play.
I don't know if Lucarius got... I don't think Lucarius got the cannonball. Because I don't see him charging a boost.
BBX.
I would have laughed if that was boost ball. Yeah, Lucarius, do not excessively fire your power beam here. This room will crash if you fire excessively while the drone dropped the shield on the door here. Yeah, not a pleasant.
Really, I didn't know main research was a big crash risk.
Main research, especially if you come down from Cat West, is an incredibly huge crash risk. It's a consistent crash risk, but it's a crash risk nonetheless. And by consistent, I mean, again, if you excessively shoot the door, then that overloads the game, and it just goes by.
Is that because of the drone?
Yeah, it has to do with caretaker drone. Yeah.
Nah, that's what it was called. For some reason, I was thinking like Harmony drone, but that's a different thing. I think that's like the little red bricks in the Snake entrance area.
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called in Sang entrance. Those might be, yeah, the mini drones in the entrance access way. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Alright, so yeah, at this point, Lucarius is just gunning it for Chica. Not really much else he can do at this point.
That's definitely the smart play now that we have that information, though.
Yeah, so at this point, what I think Frost is going to do is just plant himself in front of the elevator to Phazon Processing Center. Either Phazon Processing Center or for Phendrana. Probably Phazon Processing Center, though.
Yeah, this could be a long seed. I'm definitely glad I got myself some refreshments while I was up.
Yeah, I've still got half of my soda left, too. I've just been so busy talking.
That's nice.
Yeah, just because I've been so busy talking about all the crazy stuff that's happened in the last half an hour.
Sorry, I'm not my usual high energy self. You know, I've got plenty of energy, but like just a bit less than normal.
Oh, looks like Astor didn't quite get the worm skip either.
Yeah. That's, you know, it's not surprising. We don't have boost ball, which makes it a lot harder.
I actually find boostless worm skip is easier when using seeker missiles, because the seeker missiles have a longer traverse time and remain.
Yeah, it gives you this extra delay to work with.
Yeah, and they also retain their lock-on after untargeting, so you can fire the seekers, scan dash unmorph into the vortex, and get your first shot off, get your first bomb off quick.
Yeah, that is a good tip, by the way, for those who plan to try Echo's random.
Unfortunately, folks, I don't think we can give Pier any more E-tanks because we found them all in Fendrana. There were like 4 energy tanks in early Fendrana. Yeah, that was something. We were very energy starved at the start of this. Our first energy tank was like, for Prime, was 50 minutes in. Because, yeah, Prime was in BK mode for a long time until we finally put together the various suit and a cursed lake kerfuffle.
By the way, if anybody does want to try Randovania, I do have a link to the Discord server. If you join with that link, you will be able to experience a Randovania to try out some Metroid Prime randomizer.
Yeah.
We also have Cave Story, and Metroid Dread is available experimentally.
Yeah, Metroid Dread is available, Prime 3 is available, and we're also working to, as I understand it, Super Metroid Rando is also trying to be worked into it.
It's not really in a playable state right now, though.
Yeah, like we said, still working on it.
Didn't we already see Training Chamber from Frost?
We did, actually. I thought it was Frost who checked it out of bounds, but maybe
Might have been Logan. Because I know Frost did the Elder Chamber out of bounds, but I don't know if they did the Training Chamber out of bounds, the crossway a bit.
They might have just forgotten because it was such a long time ago, but at the same time, they're really, unfortunately, they're basically just chilling here until Icebeam shows up.
Yeah, thankfully we do know it's coming soon, so Frost can probably take some time to position themselves accordingly.
Lucarius is probably going to take... Let me see their ammo situation here.
Yeah, they might want to take the refill.
Yeah,
they definitely need it with such little ammo and such high capacity. They definitely want it.
Yeah, they've definitely picked up a handful of beam ammo tanks. They should have at least 130 ammo.
Probably the biggest mistake I see people make is in the Chica fight is not getting ammo. Sometimes people think that playing with less resources is something for skilled players. No, high-level players absolutely grab the ammo. Sometimes it just is faster, and there's nothing you can really outplay about that.
Yeah, because both beams are surprisingly effective in this fight. Light's good for when Chica's swimming because Charged Light does the most neutral damage. And when Chica pops out of the water like that, that's the best chance to hit with one.
Yeah, since you can't actually get a lock on very easily in this part.
One thing that could make this fight slightly easier would be Light Suit, because then you can walk in the poison water.
Are we getting a super?
Come again?
No. For some reason I thought they were going to super Chica.
Oh, that would be the case if Chica didn't, Chica actually flew out of the thing, which he's not going to do. Okay, the lock-on is being annoying. Arius gets the stun. Isn't locking onto the chest. Didn't finish the scan, question mark?
I think they must not have.
I thought I saw it finish.
Astra, meanwhile, is getting hints.
Yeah, Astra's gonna get the very bad news that this scene is far from over right now. Oh yeah, by the way, PMT is a Sky Temple key, but we already know Phazon Suit is in mine, so it's really not a big deal.
Frost is going ahead and preemptively clearing out all of the Elders so that we can get this Elder Chamber check. Ice is Elder Chamber, right?
Yeah. Plasma is Elder Chamber. Ice is
okay. I always get mixed up.
It's really easy to get everything mixed up in Prime games in general.
Echoes, I'd say, is better about getting unique room names. There's so many Prime rooms that are basically just exactly identical to other Prime rooms. Echoes at least does some work to make them like random hallways more interesting.
Well, the corruption doesn't make it any better. There's a room called Reliquary 3.
Yeah, Echoes only really falls apart when you start getting the random item rooms.
That's fair.
But Prime is definitely worse. Like, Chozo Ruins, there's like 3 different rooms that look... No, it's more than 3. It's like 6 that are just tunnels.
Right. And then there's all the ruin rooms and...
The ruined rooms, I'm not so hard on. I joke about them a lot, but you know, they all have visual distinctions that make them easy to tell apart.
And yeah, folks, this is what you call doing Chica the hard way.
We do have Seekers, we do have Supers, we do have our beams, so this isn't like drastically awful.
No, this could actually be a lot worse, but...
I've seen people do this without Seekers, or without Supers either.
Yeah.
You usually want at least one, though. Because Supers, you can do a lot of extra wing damage. Seekers allow you to target all 4 at once, but just doing ordinary missiles is just, like, so bad.
Yeah, what I tend to do is time a charged dart shot for right at the tail end of when Chica finishes a like a water burst attack. This
Alright,
actually
underwater.
isn't going to trigger it. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Oh, not quite.
Yeah, you have to send 2 secret missiles to like the bottom right wing, otherwise it won't breach on the first pass, on the first 2 passes.
That is no good.
It is so dumb. Now, we don't have to worry too much about beam ammo, because as soon as we do hit Dark Chica phase, we will be able to get a refill off Chicklings.
Yes, the Chicklings are many, and they give lots of ammo. So it'll make the next light Chica phase a little bit easier.
Like, honestly, it wouldn't be too... Lucaris would actually do well to Sunburst them. Because the Sunburst, the way it actually works, is that it does have a sort of AoE aura around the projectile that does deal damage to nearby enemies without even detonating.
And because Chicas more or less just have like 1 HP, they will be just instantly destroyed. There they are now.
It looks like Chicklings have... Actually, it looks like Chicklings need 2 light shots. Either that or the game is just being stupid.
I'm not sure if it's registering if it's right or not. I could just be silly there. Maybe it's only like one of you have like, I don't know, those dark shots look like they were just going around, though.
Yeah, the other thing is Chickling hitboxes aren't great. Alright, so yeah, light beam ammo's looking good. Dark beam could be a little better, but ideally we only have to do this twice. It doesn't take that many,
Alright, that's a good one. That's good, that's good.
Missed the quick
charge,
shot with
though.
Dark. Yeah, getting a quick shot with Dark Beam is also another good option. That was a good cycle.
Yeah, that was definitely a very good recovery we saw there. Now, will they take your advice about the double? No, they won't.
Okay, they didn't need to though this time because Chick cooperated.
Yes, we didn't get it. We didn't get a bad. We didn't get bad collisions. We got all the missiles to hit their target. I definitely am a big fan of the chicken music, so it's nice to hear the boss music.
Indeed.
No quad today though. That's unfortunate. This quad
Yeah.
is definitely the best of the area bosses.
Yeah,
For me.
good music and good boss fight in general. Just because you literally tear that thing down piece by piece. Happy Ice Beam. 2
Nice
hours.
to meet you.
2 hours, and there's the Rage Power Bomb.
Fun fact, the power bomb is also used as the death animation if you die in Morph Ball.
In Prime specifically, yeah.
Echoes, I believe, is different.
No, Echoes uses a different animation, you're right. But yeah, no.
I just think it's interesting. It has some lore implications.
Indeed. But yeah, folks, that was Ice Beam at 216.5. And
Hey,
that's
it's a
not
power
even
bomb!
go mode.
It's a power bomb in
Elder Chamber.
Hey, you did get them mixed up because that was Elder Chamber.
I said the plasma one was Elder Chamber. It's
No,
just that
we
it's
just-
a nice door to get down there.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
Elder Chamber needs
I'm
plasma and ice. It's really weird. Like, why that's a plasma door, that's not a plasma door, I've got no idea.
That's an SDK in Antechamber. Aren't you gonna grab it? Oh wait, we already did. We just save scummed it.
Yes. I think that's what happened at least.
Yeah. That happened. I was just.
Yeah, because you know why? Because Lucarius, when reading hints, didn't see a hint for Antechamber, which means that key must have already been in his inventory.
That's correct.
So, yeah.
That's correct.
That's exactly what happened. So, Asdur, on the other hand, is about to get the very bad news.
Here it is.
Chica is
Chica
guarding
is
the
guarding
ice
the
beam.
ice beam. Wah, wah, wah. That
Uh,
is not what you want to hear in Asher's position.
Yeah, because to get chat caught up to speed, if you're just tuning in on this race in round 5 of the Metroid Prime Randomizer Cross Game Cup Rounds of Swiss, we Astor missed out on bombs in Path of Roots for a long time. Unfortunately, walked right by them on his first pass. What we're seeing Lucarius do, on the other hand, this is a very cool trick here. Lucarius is loading Cache B, which is also in Light Torvis Underground Transport, which is your way to Lower Torvis. So this elevator is technically still here, even though it's not visibly loaded. So what Lucarius is trying to do is load that end port of the elevator from the Dark World, because it is still there.
Yeah, this does actually connect the way you'd think it would, so you can get into lower Dark Torvis, even though the elevator room is not supposed to be there.
Like so. So
They
at
are
this
actually
point,
connected in game.
So at this point, if you can believe it, Echoes is in BK mode again, because they're now waiting for Sanctuary, Logical Sanctuary access, which is either Emerald plus Boost or main power bombs.
We could also wait for Annihilator to get into TTS.
That is true. But at that point, we wouldn't need TTS anymore. I mean, logically, we might, but...
Oh, you're right, you're right. I mean, unless Boost Ball is required.
Alright, we got the life growth checks, and I didn't see anything of note.
I mean, Hall of Honor to Dead, I'm pretty sure didn't have anything of revolutionary significance, so I don't see what we would need Boost Ball for.
Alright, as we're just performing the quick kill on the quad guarding the temple. Okay, that wasn't Annihilator being down there in the, what's it called? So yeah, the two things our runners do not want to see right now, Emerald Translator and
Light Suit. That was, it just popped into my brain at the same time, like, oh, this could be in Feeding Pit, oh, this could be in, this could be in all these places, this could be in Dungeon.
We are getting a frigate play from, well, Hydro Access Tunnel looks like is all that Frost was interested in. O'Lear was guarding an energy tank. The power bomb can be found in Inghive Aerial Training Site.
Speaking of items we don't want to see, Thermal Visor. You don't want to see Thermal Visor.
Wait, what?
No, we don't have.
Oh, no.
Right?
Main power bombs are in Sank. Our logical way in is through Sank entrance.
Oh.
So that means...
Boost.
It means Boost and Echo have to show up first.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
To answer a question, chat, our artifacts were virtually free. By the time we finally got to Artifact Temple, we already had 6, and they were all in Early Talon and Chozo. The last 3 that we didn't have by the time we read them were Fiery Shores, Storage Cavern, and someplace else really nice.
Hold on, I'll remember it in a second. Crap, what was it? It'll come to me, whatever.
Eventually, yeah. Annihilator is also an aerial training site.
Oh!
OMG!
Aster is about to hit the jackpot.
That's huge. That is actually going to end up putting Team Zaristar in Phazon suit notwithstanding go mode. Sun Chamber, thank you, chat.
That was it. For a second, my brain was like Antechamber.
Wow,
but no, that's Sky Temple Key. But it was
that
some kind
hint
of chamber.
is huge. Now, granted, Lucarius is also heading in that direction and is probably about to read that hint.
No, they delayed for a while. They didn't immediately beeline.
Well, that was because Lucarius spent about 10 minutes trying to get Cannonball in Dynamo Works, in the Dynamo Works tunnel.
They weren't actually doing other checks. Oh, what's that? Is that a visor in Security Cave 2?
In Storage Depot A.
Storage Depot A.
If it is, it's got to be thermal.
That or it was Emerald Translator.
If it was an Echo's visor icon...
It looked like
then it's
Echoes.
Emerald.
It looked like Echoes.
If it's Echoes, then it's definitely Emerald Translator, in which case, again, you are waiting for your Prime player to go to Mines to get you logical Sank access.
Yeah.
And we're still looking for the Echo's boost ball technically for that. But yeah, no, this is a loaded aerial training site, folks. Main power bombs and Annihilator beam.
I might have mislooked. That might not have been what it was.
But yeah, that is, and to reference, both runners on the Prime side do know that their Phazon suits are in Mines.
Okay, we're heading into ATS right now.
Okay, so Aster just got it. Lucarius is about to get it. So yeah, this is going to be go mode for both runners, for both teams.
But HECC has an enormous advantage.
Yeah, no, HECC has the advantage of checking so much more stuff already. Frost is already in Mines.
Yeah, it's big. Like we can full clear Mines. We have supers, we have plasma, ice, we have we know Phazon is down here, and we also have supers, so we don't even have to worry about MQB.
Yeah, and we know that Phazon Mining Tunnel is an artifact. Frost.
Oh wait, we already have Phazon. Was that on Elite Research?
Oh, it must have been. No, it must have been way earlier.
Oh, it must have been main quarry then, I guess.
So, there, THK, logically Sanctuary, and by extension Annihilator Beam is Emerald locked, because main power bombs were in ATS. So yeah, that's logically an incredibly late Emerald Translator. But hard Emerald blocked, if you do the Forgotten Bridge BSJ, then there's nothing that's hard Emerald locked.
Yes. So most Emerald checks you can get around with out of bounds, since it's just translator gates. The only thing they hard lock is the hints, and you don't need those.
So yeah, Frost must have already gotten Phazon suit early Mines while we weren't looking. So I would assume it would have to be somewhere between main quarry and security access A. So we'll
yeah.
Credits. But yeah, no, this is absolutely Team HECC's race to lose. They A have more keys, B already have Phazon suit, and C got Annihilator the same time as Team Zaristar did. So
yeah, they're ahead on items. HECC is up with Phazon suit and Ice Beam.
I'm actually surprised that Logan is in Phendrana right now, given the Phazon suit hint. They know that nothing else is needed.
Maybe Aster just isn't prioritizing Ice Beam.
Oh, right. They don't have the Torvis keys.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's right. Most of the Torvis keys are in Prime. Because, yeah, one was in Watery Hall, which I don't think Logan got. It's kind of hard to see on the playback, but yeah, I think, Aster has 0 Torvis keys.
Ouch, that's no good.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely Team HECC's race to lose now.
Yeah, I don't like to call a race before it's over, but it's going to take a lot to get Zaristar back in the lead here.
It's unfortunate. It's just really so unfortunate, because the main hiccup was Aster passing by Morph Ball bombs.
I didn't see anything important in Ventilation Shaft.
I don't think I saw anything there either. At this point, they're not really looking for anything particular except Loose Ball. Which, I can't wait to see where this is.
Logan taking a reset out of Phendrana.
Alright, so Lucarius is going to get key number 6 out of main gyro. So the remaining keys on Lucarius's list are...
No, their save was awesome for Drone. I'm silly.
Let's see.
Drone has just a missile, so we're just going to ignore that and not bother spawning the maze. So
yeah, at this point... Yeah, Frost is just gunning it for the PMT artifact.
Yep.
Because, yeah, or Sky Temple key, rather, excuse me. So PMT has one key. We know Dynamo Works isn't one of them.
And after PMT, we're in go mode, so we could just go beat the game. Again, I am sorry we don't have any audio for Frost that we'd be comfortable using, so we won't be able to listen to Final Bosses on Prime.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So it's PMT plus what are the other two keys that Lucarius is missing? Incash 2 is one. And where's number 3? It's not in Magmore. Oh, Frost is out of power bombs.
Now, wasn't it in, I want to say Torvis?
It wasn't in the Boost Guardian neighborhood. It wasn't in Underground Tunnel.
I might be misremembering.
Can anybody who did write the hints down, the SDKs, repost them for us in chat?
Oh, the SDKs. I don't remember those either.
Yeah, because the two Lucarius are missing are Phazon Mining Tunnel and Incash 2 come to mind immediately. There's one other one that's slipping my mind.
Hold on. Let me think. I can't remember. Like 30, 45 minutes. Hard to say. At the same time, though, they had a bit of a disadvantage in terms of information. Zaristar found out what they needed to know a lot sooner than HECC did. Relatively speaking.
Yeah, Main Gyro was one of the keys, but... So Lucarius is missing 3. Incash 2 and PMT are the first 2. But there's one other one that we can't remember right now.
We're about to get PMT. Okay, there's a Dark Torvis key out of Logan. A Watery Hall, that was where that was.
Yeah, that's what one of them was. I'm pretty sure all, if not 2 of the keys were in Prime. Unfortunately, Incash 2 is probably one of the dumbest checks in Aegon, just because it is literally the farthest out in the back. It's been Annihilator Beam related checks have been required an awful lot of these CGC seeds. There's
That's
a Echoes.
In
Yeah.
Hall.
Yeah, that was an Echo Z specifically, which we absolutely do not need anymore. Although
We are good.
Yeah, Frost could probably do with a refill right now. But yeah, I understand Frost wanting to check a couple of extra things to see if
Thermal Visor shows up. That's what they're looking for.
That is true. Thermal would make Essence nice, but the thing is, while their game is still running, they are the way time is being calculated is that is the sum of both players' times. So
It's not worth doing anything unless this would save time overall. So for every second that Frost spends, they want to gain at least a second back in the terms of finish times.
Right, and at this point, the amount of time it's taking to do these extra checks, I don't think it's going to ultimately be worth it now. And I think Frost has realized that and is just gunning it for Ridley. Or not Ridley, from Prime.
Yes. Oh, we've already done Ridley, so we're just going to be skipping straight into the Impact Core. Hopefully we don't get too much trouble from Jack and Jill. And we did take a ship refill, so we have our full missiles.
Well, Frost is making a pit stop somewhere. Oh, right, Security Cave had the last Sky Temple key. It was in Farfandrana, which we couldn't access because it was locked by Ice Beam.
You're right.
And unfortunately, there's not really an easy way over there from mines. Unless you were going to go down to PPC. Yeah, there's the other Torvis key in Crossway. Where was the third Torvis key? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was somewhere in Echoes.
I think it was actually under the mat, like right in the vicinity of, yeah, there
it is.
Temple Access, which is vanilla. That's a vanilla Sky Temple key.
Nice.
Or not Sky, Torvis Temple key.
Is it even the same number?
I'm not sure. But yeah, no, this seed is just bad. Like, was Gravity Boost? Gravity Boost was found really early in Hive Chamber B. I don't even
Yep.
think it was required. Like, you can get
Oh.
away without it for Echo Visor. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Gravity Boost was required. Storage cave. Okay, so yeah, it's in Farfandrana. So yeah, Lucarius is currently missing just that STK, and that's it. So we're actually going to see Lucarius finish first here because he'll be at Sky Temple way ahead of Frost, and has much shorter final bosses.
Yeah, Echo's finals are a lot quicker.
Yeah, Echo's finals, if you really get a handle on them, only take about 3 minutes, whereas Prime bosses could take about 6 or 7.
Yeah. For inexperienced players, it can even go up to 10.
It really just depends on if Exo and Essence cooperates with you on that front. It's much more consistent otherwise. Lucarius is just going to keep busy in the meantime, check other stuff, get that B memo tank, which wouldn't go amiss, given final bosses.
Yeah, we've got to wait for that key to come in anyways, so we'll just get some stuff. We'll grab some stuff.
We'll see if Lucarius
and after that, we'll probably reposition our Tookus right in front of the Sky Temple Gateway.
Well, by the time Lucarius gets there, Frost is gonna give the Frost is gonna have sent the key because it's right here. It is right behind this wall. It is right here, right? Oh no, it's a couple more rooms over.
Yeah, it's off of Phaedrana's Edge.
So yeah, chat's saying Phazon was in Elite Research. It must have been like Upper Elite Research or something, so... What a way for this one to wind down, folks.
Yeah, fortunately we are coming to an end to this scene. I was starting to get a little tired. Fortunately, I won't have to leave early. I was worried I would if this turned into another 3+. I would have had to call it, but fortunately I should be able to see this one through.
Chat saying it was on the Phazon Elite. Okay, so thank you, chat. Yeah, there's the storage cave.
Wait, no, the Phazon Elite and Elite Research had a missile expansion.
Oh.
They must be misremembering because I said, wait, was it on Elite Research? But it actually wasn't there.
I mean, we'll find out in Lucarius' credits anyway, so bear with
us. Yeah, no biggie. No rush.
Alright, Aster in the meantime has gotten the third Chica key and is about to go fight Chica for Ice Beam without Cannonball, unfortunately. So yeah, both runners... unfortunately having to do a painful cannonball-less Chica fight.
Yeah, we did have a beam-related item for Prime on all 3 major bosses. Now, given one of them wasn't important at all, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, this seed was nasty. And again, we'll
Waveye's Plasma on a Morbus Chica quad is just a little bit too much to ask.
Yeah, that would have been something else, but...
we were so close, though.
Even just to get to that point, because one of the Torvus keys, I think, was Wavelock, because it was in Farchozo. Because, yeah, Crossway had one of the keys. To get it...
entering final bosses at the same time. And the white screen that synced up.
That's pretty funny. But, yeah, so to get to the point where we can start fighting a Morbus for Wave Beam, we had to get bombs. And bombs were in Path of Roots. And to get there, we needed to get Dark Beam, which was in Upper Furnace, and also Super Missiles, which were in Ice Ruins East, which were locked by Variasuit, which was in Accursed Lake, locked by Dark Visor and Secret Missiles, the latter of which was in Phazon Grounds. That looks like a good sunburst. Yep, it was. Well done.
This is going to be a very fast one cycle. And we've got 8 power bombs, so we're definitely going to be destroying Balloon too.
You
We
think
don't have
it up?
piano ball, so it's not literally like perfection, but it may as well be.
You think we have enough power bombs? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's gonna be tight.
All right, that second bomb was good.
Yeah, we got 4 tendrils. And that should be it.
Not bad.
Tempering 3. That was very fast for the first 2 phases.
Yeah, good recovery on the first power bomb.
Alright, we're getting the portal beams out of our attack. Hesitating a little. Lucari's not sure. Getting a little bit of lag. Only a little.
That was a good hit.
That was really good. That's half the health bar gone. For those unaware, Emperor 3 is actually vulnerable to screw attack due to a development oversight. During a phase of development, they actually planned to have screw attack be a way of dealing damage to EI3. That was later removed, but they forgot to remove the hitbox, and it just kind of deals crazy damage.
Supposedly there were supposed to be shields on the knees that were vulnerable to screw attack.
But now the hitboxes just deal damage directly to the health pool. Yeah, let's hopefully we don't get centered by Dark Samus. DS4 skip is something I hope we see, yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a difference whether we see it or not, but you know, it's always nice to see a good performance.
Yeah, now Aster's fighting Chica with Annihilator, so could use Annihilator on the Chicklings to get pretty much a full ammo refill, but looks like that's
Sonic Boom, too.
Yeah, well, Sonic Boom is actually very unreliable against Chicklings. I would actually say don't do that.
Sonic Boom, is Sonic Boom actually good for anything?
Well, a Grapple Guardian, like I said before.
Oh, that's true, you did say that before.
But that's as far as like things that actually save time, unless you're really weapon starved for a sequence, then yeah, that's about it. Alright, so yeah, Lucarius, I think this honestly feels like it's much more consistent. Well, I say that, and here we go, about to see a centering, perhaps. Yep. Because I saw Lucarius fire the Super Missile, and then Dark Samus throw up her shield.
That was bad. You never want that to happen. That's not really entirely within your control as a player, but it still sucks. Lucarius did kind of squander one of their hits because they didn't have a charge going when they were sending out the little phase-on particles. I was not expecting to see EXO down before we finish final bosses, but that may happen if we get good RNG here.
Yeah, Frost is in power form, which is the one you want to see. Power is good, Plasma is good, Ice, given we have Spreader, Ice is good.
Yeah, technically charged ice shots can be more optimal, but Ice Spreader makes it a lot easier. It's much more approachable to do with Spreader.
It is also now just coming to my attention that Frost actually has the beam advisor set to the other side.
Yeah, I saw that earlier, but I got interrupted before I could point it out.
Sorry.
No, it was a good thing, because that's just like an incredibly banal observation. I didn't know that was a thing you could do, though. Is that in the options menu?
I think so.
Okay, that's actually
if it's not options, then I think it's something Randomania lets you do, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's an option in game.
Alright, we're starting Essence now. We're just a few minutes away. EXO is the bulk of where you spend your time. Essence is pretty quick.
Yeah, Dark Samus needs one more hit, but she could still come down. Yeah, she's gonna come down. But after this, she won't come back down again.
Yeah, this is the last time we're seeing it. And right back up. One super is all that they wanted to see. Yeah, Prime.
And that's gonna do it. Lucarius finishes the race in first place with an official race time GG time of 2:43.06. And
Wonderful.
immediately afterwards in the race time replies, Holy Mother of God, GG.
I imagine they must be pretty relieved to be done with that seed.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Frost got pool skipped.
That is not good. We've only gotten to work a sliver off of Essence's health bar so far, which is, not great. Normally you want to see more out of your first pool.
I'm just switching to Aster's audio in the meantime. I didn't mark them finished yet. Yeah, it doesn't help in Frost's case that Thermal is missing today. It would have been nice to know where Echo's boost was, even though we were able to get away logically without it today. I mean, we're about to find out in the credits. Alright. Frost has another pool.
Actually, I should be able to get Frost's audio in. Hopefully that's decent.
Oh yeah, that's good. Thanks for that.
Yeah, like I said, it's very quiet though.
This actually might just do it. Because Frost has been getting some good cycles, although Essence's position could be a little better here.
It's
No,
gonna be
that's
close.
worse.
Oh, no,
That's worse.
That is not what you want to see.
Yep. There's the pool skip. In fact, Frost is so upset, he's going to release his rage in the flamethrower.
I believe he's defrosted.
Yes. Yes. That is exactly what is happening here. What has Astor done? How has this happened?
How has this happened? I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
That's not supposed to happen. It doesn't matter anyways, because Frost is about to finish.
Indeed. And that is gonna do it. Frostbite finishes in second with a time of 2:46.21, with Team HECC taking the victory with a combined race time GG time of processing.
And I did mark them as done, so they should be joining us in just a second.
It's gonna be like a 5:29:27, I think is what the final time is gonna be. But yes, GG's to Team HECC. They will take a spot in the brackets.
Yes, unfortunately, this does mean Zaristar is going to be leaving the tournament. They put up a valiant fight. They're going to be ranked pretty high, but not high enough to make it into the final bracket. Team HECC is now joining us in the call. What do you think of that seed?
That was like something. Let's say that.
Yeah, we're about. Oh my! Your boost ball was in lower mines.
Well,
Fungal Hall access.
Yeah, so like the seed was pretty bad, and then you got pretty tilted into it, and yeah, just everything went up in flames, you can say.
yep.
Yeah. So what happened? What really gave you you two folks, the advantage was Astor unfortunately walked right by bombs on the first pass through Torvis and didn't get them for like half an hour.
And bear in mind, Astor was behind you to get into Torvis to begin with by like 3 minutes. So that was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
Chat's saying the other suit was in Dark Torvus Arena behind
It's
Emerald
lost.
Translator.
Yeah.
Where was Emerald? What that was security, or sorry.
Storage
Sound
Depot
processing.
A. It was in. Oh wow.
I thought it was a Storage Depot A. I could have sworn I saw an Echo's visor like item in there.
Maybe it was thermal.
I could have been. It could have been thermal. We'll see the
Ew.
Prime credits in a second now.
But yeah, so let's go back a bit. So after Light Beam, Screw Attack, Space Jump, the early stuff, Frost, you pick up Dark Beam. The logic for the seed was Frost, you go pick up Dark Beam in Upper Furnace.
Yeah.
Which Lucarius then is able to take to Phazon grounds to retrieve Seeker missiles and then get back via Dark Visor Seekers to use those Seekers to go get the suit hinted in a Cursed Lake. And that's Varia. And then with Varia, immediately after, Frost goes and gets super missiles, Echo super missiles in Ice Ruins East, and that lets you go to Torvus to go get A, the Torvus keys you need for Chica, and B, the last Aegon key.
Azure finally just got Spider Ball.
Oh.
Nice.
I see they're still deciding to play it out. I don't know. Feels like we'll be here a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me.
Phazon Su was literally chilling right here in Main Quarry. Admittedly, we kind of blinked, Frost, when we saw you get Phazon Su. Sorry about that.
No worries.
We knew
it was into the mines, so I was like, I'll just full clear mines, and then first check I find it, which was very nice.
Okay, Astor marked DNF.
Yeah, so, and yep, Logan is also calling it a day. So yeah, folks, that is going to be the conclusion of this race. Again, what a way for this one to wind down in a spectacular 2 temples required for beams.
Yeah,
so,
both teams.
I mean,
so
yeah, I was, again, I'm a little bit upset Quad didn't have Plasma, but you can't have everything.
Yeah, Plasma was a pretty integral part of the seed given the super missile location. We are joined by Logan and Asdor of Team Zaristar. A GG's to you, folks.
Unfortunately, you will not be advancing to the bracket. Is that a disappointment?
I mean, yes and no. I didn't go into the tourney expecting it, but to have a shot in the final round was pretty nice. And
yeah, to get this close is not always something that you're expecting. There were some teams that might have expected to get that far, but Team Zaristar, I feel that was definitely quite an achievement just to get this close to the win.
I think we had a really good shot this seed if I didn't not look at Path of Roots.
Yeah, if you didn't hot dog it, you would have had a really good shot.
Oh man, that sucks.
We saw, like, before you realized it, we saw you check the map a couple of times, and one of those times you did zoom in directly on Path of Roots.
Yeah, but it's like the item being there doesn't tell me anything, because it's like, if I didn't pick it up, it's probably because it was junk. It's not like, I don't know, cache where it's like obvious that you didn't go in the room, right?
So there was actually one more logical snafu in this seed, is that you had to go for a one-way boost ball, because boost and Emerald was your way into Sank since main power bombs were in ATS.
Oh yeah, I didn't catch onto that, but yeah.
Yeah, when we saw the 2 hints that said power bombs can be found in ATS. Oh, Annihilator is in ATS too. What a convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were expected to go in through Sank entrance, but nobody actually ever did.
And where was boost?
In Dark Torvus Arena, so it was a one-way boost ball. So one-way Seeker missiles and one-way boost ball.
Wait,
oh my god, those one-way Seekers were so stupid.
Power bombs were in sync, fam.
No, boost was in Fungal Hall Access.
Oh wait, boost was in Fungal Hall? I thought it was in Fungal Hall Access. Oh
no, Light Suit was on Boost Guardian.
Oh, Light Suit. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay.
So I was just going off what you were saying.
I'm sorry about that. I totally misread the credits and got my stuff jumbled. But yeah, no. That means that Lucarius's and Asdor, your Sank access was not until Lower Mines, which was ice locked. So you had to fight both temple bosses first.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's gonna do?
This is actually like one of the worst seeds I've seen this tournament, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is definitely the hardest seed I've played. I made it harder by missing bombs, and I'm kind of sad because I think I would have hit a pretty good route after that point.
Yeah, your
once-
routing after bombs was pretty good.
Yeah, once I realized that like I made that mistake, I was just like, okay, go get my spider ball that I know, or like go find wave beam, go find ice beam, get the spider ball I know about, get STK hands, and try to skip everything that I can to catch up. And I stumbled into a vanilla Dark Torvis Key 2 that gave me go mode. I think I soft locked in the gate that you're supposed to bomb open in the portal terminal.
We were wondering what that was because we looked after Frost and Lucaris are wrapping up, and suddenly we see you trying to bomb jump out of terrain and not moving. So yeah, I guess that's what happened.
I'm kind of glad that wasn't the thing that cost the race, because like after we got go mode, I still felt like we maybe had a chance. But the rest of the seed is pretty long.
Because with the Annihilator Beam discovery, if it weren't for the Torvis keys, you would have basically been in go mode ahead of Team HECC. Lucaris was only Lucaris was a couple minutes behind you getting to ATS.
Oh wow.
But by that point, they knew about Phazon. They already grabbed. Yeah, by that point, they knew about Phazon. They grabbed Ice Beam already. So by that point, they did unfortunately have a few extra items up. And yeah, we saw Lucaris. You really wanted to get that cannonball in Dynamo Works.
Yeah, at some point I thought that Chica was my only remaining check, which also didn't end up being true because I left like 2 checks behind on accident. Yeah, but I thought it was going to be Chica, so I was trying for that. Then I got the Chica int, tried for it a bunch more, and yeah, again, I want to apologize. I'm actually really sick right now, and yeah. Normally I one-shot that trick, so I was really tilted.
Yeah. Well, yeah, by that point, when you read the Chica hint, the only check we hadn't seen was Gathering Hall. Torvis, bad Gathering Hall.
Yeah, and that couldn't have been hit because we didn't have a boost. Logical.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, this seed was a mess, but Team HECC, congratulations on making brackets. We certainly hope to be seeing you folks again in the very near future as we cross that bridge. And yeah, Team Zaristar, unfortunately, as they say in Majora's Mask, you have met with a terrible fate. And this is the end of this run. But again, GG's to all 4 of you. You all played fantastically throughout the entirety of the last 2 months, really.
Thank you, and GG's.
We might be seeing a race coming up in the next few days between Infinite Speed Squad and Team Ocean, but I don't think that's going to be on. I think this is probably the last game of the Swiss.
Yeah, I don't know if we're having a week off to chill or relax or anything.
That might happen.
That might happen, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll double check with the tournament organizers, of course. So with that said, is there anything else, runners, that you want to say about the seed or anything before we close out this afternoon?
Before we get our final comments, I will put out the links to our runners and our commentators. You're welcome to follow them on twitch.tv. Captain, do you have a stream on Twitch?
I do. I should be. My Twitch should be in the comms channel. Yep, it is. Perfect. Yeah, I'd usually stream randomizers, but mostly space games otherwise.
All right, that's good. How about the rest of you?
Oh, you know what's funny? Actually, when I went back to Torvis and I found Path of Roots bombs, I wasn't actually going for Path of Roots. I was going to do Portal Chamber Blind.
Oh my.
That is, honestly, that's a pretty hype play, not going to lie.
It was out of logic, which is why I didn't do it earlier, but I'm pretty overall happy with how I did, and like, the mistake that I made kind of isn't preventable. Like, you just make dumb sometimes. Outside of that, I think we did pretty well.
How do you rate your chances going into Final 8, though?
For HECC, I don't. There's so many great runners. I don't rate our chances very high, but our goal beforehand was making top 8, so we are happy as is.
I mean, you beat German Galaxy, so
that is true. Yeah.
I was pretty worried about this matchup. This is like definitely your longest seed. I think that you completed. Like you had really good race results before that.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, we were just pretty tilted, I'd say.
Yeah,
I think like 3 times we were like, are we both PK right now? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And to figure out how logic wanted us to go.
Yeah, we were able to piece things together as stuff was happening, but yeah, the railroading in this seed was pretty real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a clear line from start to finish, and it was not allowing you to take your own journey. This is not a choose your own adventure. You gotta play by their rules.
Yeah,
Bellator generated a pretty linear seed, yeah.
Yeah. I also had a question because did I miss an E-tank in the beginning of my seed? Because there
was one in a transport A-axis.
Well, Lucarius got that one.
Yeah, I got that one.
I think you are expected logically to only have 200 energy max for phase on ground screw attack only.
Phase on ground is not the problem. It's a cursed lake that's the problem. How do you get out of that with one E? Surely that can't be logical.
There is a beacon in the tunnel to the right side on your way back.
Wait, there is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right by the portal, I think.
Yeah, it's on top of where the violet gate is.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, because there's a way to heal, the game assumes you'll be able to full heal inside that beacon.
Also, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't think phase on grounds is in logic in one tank on the medium strictness. I think the seed is just. I think the seed is just like broken as far as E-tank logic for multi-world is concerned. I think that's
that's exactly what it was.
Oh, it could be expecting you to get a prime tank sent over.
Well, at that point,
there wasn't any.
There weren't any prime tanks. Like the first prime E-tank wasn't until the 50-minute mark.
Oh. Yeah, the first Echo's E-tank in prime. I mean. Yeah.
But yeah, that's right, because multi-world doesn't have proper damage logic. We did bring that up in the past.
Yeah, one more question. In Control Tower, I didn't know you could soft lock with competitive cutscene removal.
Yeah, that threw us off too. I
thought that was only for major cutscenes.
We kind of looked away when that happened.
Yeah, so I got stuck in the tower somehow, and I have to reset.
I've seen that happen before.
Yeah, I thought that was only with major cutscenes, but now I know.
All right.
I swear I've seen that happen in vanilla, actually.
Oh dear.
Oh well. Yeah, GG.
GG's.
Yeah, folks.
GG's everyone.
Yeah, I think we've all said our pieces here. So with that, folks, we'll be back. If not next week, then the week after with the bracket stage of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Cross Game Cup. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Again, follow the runners. Follow my partner, Pure Roulette. I
don't stream.
Aw, that's unfortunate.
Maybe I'll do some Viscera cleanup detail eventually when I can convince myself to sit down for the full game run, but not anytime soon.
But yes, folks, indeed. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next mission. Take care.
Goodbye. See you next mission.